welcome to another edition of the Adam Dunn Show. I'm your host, Adam Dunn.
I'm Dave Charnick.
Almost got it.
By a click.
So
it was
close.
by a click.
I knew it was never going to work. I knew you were doing too many things. For those who wonder why every week you hear a different intro, it's because Vinnie is adjusting the algorithm weekly.
Yeah, totally.
Because we got hit too many times, because we got too many different samples going on in there, and only one of them is getting us dinged every time. Ministry never has a problem with us.
No, Sook Knight.
It's fucking Sook Knight, not Suge
Sook.
Knight.
Sook. Not the one in jail.
Not the one in jail. It's okay. But a lot of people use that now on their things.
On their things?
So it's
Yeah.
we're helping them get more hits on
More in
their
the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at this. We got a co-host going on over here.
There she is.
There
on
she
camera.
is. You will be barking.
There will be barking.
Studio dog.
There
is
will
in the
be
house.
barking. Yeah.
She is here to add to the smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
Did you like that?
I did like that.
I had to bring back this week because we have.
There it is.
There it is. as
on cue.
We told
Thank you, Pauline.
We told you there will be barking, but we have Wally Zamwa coming back on to talk about Mary and I, his documentary that he put together, and we almost had him on a couple weeks ago, and then it was funny because he hit me up during the show, like it was like, all right, I'm pumped and ready, and everything was like, ready to go. He's in Europe, so it was like about 1 a.m. or so. And apparently at midnight, every day, he just normally takes his little fucking melatonin or whatever, just to kind of like, it's on a rhythm, and just muscle memory. He did that.
I was sitting here when it happened.
And then he, oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I can stay up. And then it was like, he just fizzled right down. Bing, donk.
Bing.
So not enough coffee in the world could keep him going. So we'll have Wally back on at around 5:30. But in between that, we've got your buddy,
Mr. Rob Barraco.
There you go.
World-renowned journeyman keyboard player and musician who has played with so many amazing artists over the years. I was so excited that he actually would agree to come back on that I took some notes and actually have like
I knew
Mitch questions.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Dave's the new Mitch.
Yep.
This is where Dave tells a Grateful Dead story.
Yeah. Well, he's not allowed now because he's going to get outshadowed by... you can't just say you touched Jerry's hand.
Oh,
It's going
look
to
at
make
that.
a big deal.
Look at this.
What?
Speaking of big dummies.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh. He's there live. He doesn't realize we're on. He always does. There's certain people that Friday, it's like, hey, I should call Adam around 4:30. It's a perfect time to give him a call. And it's
He's
like,
not doing anything.
Dave
you do this
tells
every
a
week? Like, yeah, and that's him. He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
So we got Rob coming on. We're going to talk. I noticed it was that Mishawaka, whatever, is where it's...
Mishawaka.
Oh, Mishawaka. I always get it wrong.
Yeah,
Mishawaka. It's a good spot. I went there once.
It's something I wanted to talk to him about. Is being, and maybe Vinny can even chime in, being a musician. But does it feel like he's in an open relationship if he is in Dark Star Orchestra, but plays in other bands when DSO isn't playing, and in my opinion, stumbled onto just one of these amazing collaborations of musicians that it hits on all fronts. I have to say that after seeing Sage and Spirit, the band that's playing at Mishawaka, Sages, excuse me.
I'm a Sage master, so I gotta...
Let me break it down to make sure y'all see what I mean.
It was magical. It was the closest thing to a Grateful Dead show that I had seen in a long time.
That's cool. And then we have OMG Events, who are putting on the Cush and Sour this Sunday in Brooklyn, which is a whole bunch of people we know are there. Skids, our buddy Mr. Fayer is there. He's one of the sponsors. We got, obviously, JJ's out there, and we got...
JJ Top Dog?
JJ Top Dog. What's in New York? It's in Brooklyn. Come on. And then we got Green Bodhi's out there. We got Bokashi Earthworks out there as a judge. So
wow.
It's like a whole bunch of...
It's like an Adam Dunn show.
And DNA's out
Annex.
there. And DNA's out there. And it was funny because somebody was like, it's our first time in New York. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Come on.
Wait, DNA genetics?
Yeah.
No,
Yes, that's what
not the first time in New York.
That's what they're claiming. So I was like, wow, that's funny.
Well, their genetics preceded them in New York because a lot of people have
obviously
been
genetics.
buying their genetics and bringing it back to New York.
Obviously the genetics are there, but I'm saying that's the first time there. So that's kind of funny. So they're going to be doing they're going to Astor Club and doing something there.
So maybe you're talking about the European contingent of DNA genetics, not the West Coast DNA guys, right?
They are West Coast. That's where they're from. What are you talking about?
Wait, they live in L.A. and they've never been to New York.
That's what I'm saying. It's so funny.
Oh, that is,
That's the funny part. And
Well,
it's like,
speaking of-
and it's funny because when you get that, like New York now is nothing, but it is like when I went with Derek from here, and it was his first time in New York. It was hilarious. It was like me and Cece were laughing because it was like Country Mouse at the fucking big city, like woo, looking around. I was like, stop looking at all the buildings,
Yeah,
dude.
you're not supposed to
Don't
look
look
up. Yeah, don't look up. Yeah,
Don't
that's
keep
good.
looking, dude. Did you see how big? I was like, all right, God, this is funny. But anyway,
So let's tangent here with DNA for a second.
and don't forget. Hold on, no, we're not
on.
tangenting anyway.
Why not?
Because I gotta go in my
You're
order.
going to stay on schedule? Adam Dunn on schedule.
Oh, I am so on schedule. So we're
Yeah.
going to talk to the
Heads
we're
are
talking to-
rolling right
We're
here.
talking to the organizers a little later. We've had them on the show before. This is the second year for the Cush and Sour. Now I should have went this year, of course, but as things roll out, sometimes you have too many things going on. But next year we should definitely make it a point to be out there, because 3 years is about like when all the things are figured out. They figured out all the issues.
figured it out. We don't have to
and then they
worry.
can deal with our rider at that point.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, because we'll be super pro at that
Well,
point.
now
But-
we have an official PR person.
it's
and
funny too.
marketing
It's
and-
their third year. Next year will be my 33rd year, so it'll be perfect. Well, it'll be all threes.
Oh, yeah, you'll have fun with that.
So then I'll be like third year. Yeah, 33 years next year
get
for
it.
TH Seeds and the intro to the game here as far as first company. So, and we have James Bean, man on the scene, coming in, rounding it up, and he's got all sorts of stuff to talk about. He went dark on me for like 2 weeks in a row where I was like, dude, what is going on? I have not heard back. I thought we were like, come on, we're dying over here. We tried to pull him on the show 2 times.
And
because
he failed us.
Well, he just wasn't. He was busy because he was so busy. That's why he's coming on the show to tell us about, because they've updated everything. He's got a new AI. Of course, he's got an AI assistant called Beanie, who knows everything. Apparently, so he's going to give us.
I'm
a
sorry.
demo.
Wait, back. I apologize. I know we're the same age, but I think I'm just a little slower than you here.
Hell yeah!
He has an AI assistant
That is on the
called
site.
Beanie.
On the site, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Everybody can use it.
It's
It's not just he's been testing it though
Okay.
because he didn't want to launch, because originally it was like everybody, I'm going to launch on 420, and then it was like no, you can't do that, because then all of a sudden
We're doing it already.
Well, not only that, everybody's doing something on 420. Plus, if it fucks up, it's just like
Too many people hear about it.
Yeah, so better to test it. So he's been testing it since 420 till now, almost a month, and I guess it's ready for a fucking release. So we're gonna check that out.
Is it easy enough for a dog to use?
If it's James Bean AI, what's going on? We got evil.
She
people?
doesn't like. I don't know if I should say his name.
Oh, evil people in the house. I see
He's already posting all over. But stop that. Come here. Come here. He puts
This
off the
entire
energy
organization has a
like when a state
chronic
trooper pulls up
addiction.
behind him.
This entire organization has a
She knows it. Oh yeah, watch out with the hat.
Take the hat. Oh yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, shiny head. Then she's really gonna get excited.
Lie
I'll lick you. All right, so James Bean will come on, show us the beanie. Plus, he's got other stuff he wants to talk about too. So he's got all sorts of good stuff. And besides that, I don't know what else. That's a smorgasbord. That's a freaking smorgasbord.
So let's just, for a moment, just tangent for a second with
Flicking
DNA
beans?
genetics. Speaking of flicking beans, I was in Amsterdam, I want to say 2007, when DSO was playing in Europe.
I remember
Poland.
that.
Stop.
Oh, that's actually the year
Come
we
here.
did Dark Star.
That was it. That's what I was going to say. So there was Dark Star, but there was also Chocolope.
Chocolope.
Yeah, from
You
DNA.
said like chuckle?
No, Chocolope.
He sounds like chuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Chocolopes. That's one of them.
And that's when I met Mike John Foster.
Okay.
And
Gray area.
and he had a harvest, or I'm hoping he was growing it and he didn't just like buy it from some fucking bicycle kid that showed up, but or scooter guy, but it was fire. I mean, it was absolutely fire. And then I just found it in Colorado a few years later. So
That's
shout out to DNA Chocolope.
That was your DNA.
That was my little thing. But here's what I wanted to say: is anybody watching the Apple show The Studio?
No, Dave.
Because they just did a mushrooms episode.
Okay.
So he picks up these mushroom chocolates from his person, and his character has only done mushrooms 3 or 4 times. Stop it. Lie down. Lie down. Stop that. And the person brings the chocolates over and says that each one has 2/8 in it. And he goes, so like a quarter gram. Thinking 2/8 together make 1/4. He's thinking a microdose, 0.25.
Quarter, yeah.
But it's really 7 grams.
Yeah, quarter.
So all I'm thinking the whole time is, this is you.
Yeah.
This is what happened to you.
Yeah.
You eating 7 grams. And
No, but I wouldn't say that's a lot.
yeah. So they put the chocolates out, and apparently what he says this time is that it's an old school Hollywood party, which is supposed to be code for all the food on the dais is infused with something. It's either. No one knew.
No one got that.
And the head, it is.
Where was it? This is on a show?
It's on Apple TV. It's called The Studio, and it is absolutely worth getting an Apple TV subscription just for the month to binge The Studio, so you can see this episode and have context, because it was hilarious. They did, what's the guy's name? Bryan Cranston. He was Heisenberg. He was in Breaking Bad. He plays the head of the studio, and plays the best. He ate 3 or 4 squares, so he had 28 grams of mushrooms. He played it great. And Zoe, somebody help me out. Zoe something.
Deschanel.
No. Anyway, they have a lot of real actors play themselves, and she winds up eating 4 of these things. And just watch it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I don't want to pull a Robin.
Long shaggy dog you got going on there.
It's worth a watch. Anyway, good. They're not often do you find since Cheech and Chong drug humor that's actually funny, and this was quite funny.
Occasionally they get it right. And now there's times where I'm like, damn, that's pretty on point when it comes to visuals, because they've got such good, the ability, even just weird AI shit when you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely what she's like, shit transforming from one thing to another, and that terrible movements and stuff. Dave, Jesus.
Sorry.
It's all going down.
AI, we should do a show on that. Speaking to growers who are using AI to fine-tune their gardens.
Yeah, I was talking to one at Bar Turptown.
What did he do? What was he doing?
He inputted all the ferments basically inputted all the program, all his parameters, like temperatures, swing, daytime, nighttime, feeding times, etc., and then loaded it in and said, all the different ferments that he had, and the AI did a pretty good program. I'm telling him spray this time and then feed it the soil this time, and and he was following it, and he was seeing improvements, and he was chest testing his numbers and seeing wow, this shit's actually kind of working, kind of giving reasons why, not just saying to do it, but because it will metabolize quicker if you do it this time, but it will definitely be more effective if you hit it at this time at the soil. So it was kind of interesting.
It sounds like he's using AI exactly from what my brain says AI should be used for, which is to enhance all of our lives, not find a way to replace human beings with AI in the workforce.
It's only for memes, that. It's all memes. Pretty much 98% memes. The rest,
No, hearing that they're gonna there are. What did Bill Maher say the other night? Something like there's 4.8 or 5.5 million truck drivers in the United States. And all these companies are looking to do is, in that first wave of automation, is put them all out of work. and say they can be retrained. Are you fucking kidding me? This is how we're going to put it into use? We're going to take people's jobs?
It's kind of scary when you think about big trucks unmanned cruising along, like, because they're going to come like within 2 inches of each other and just go in like a...
Yeah.
Because they have like, we're saving... If we go 2 inches away from each other, we will save $27 million a year. And you're like, okay, we'll do it. There it is.
Yeah. No,
He's laughing way too hard over there. Something's bad. Something's going on.
Something about the seat. Mark does that too with the show. He doesn't want to tell us what's going on. He just wants to laugh and distract us. It's obviously with the guest.
Well, they know what's going on because they can see the screen.
Yeah, he's laughing too.
We got speakers and we got screens.
They're like,
all kinds of stuff going on over here.
Has Dave got something on his head?
Hey,
no, we're good.
Come here.
Oh, not tinfoil hat?
Come here.
No.
All right.
Lie down.
Shout outs to the chat gang.
Oh, the chat. Oh, yeah, you should just look at the
Lie
chat.
down.
Then you'll know what he's laughing at. That's how it works. We stopped doing that. We get too distracted.
I told somebody about that.
We got distracted.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes it will,
Yeah.
just to know what's going
If it's
on.
in your face, it will.
Oh, yeah. But that was too much. No, that was
Yeah,
too much.
it's too
'Cause Dave would
They
go like,
weren't talking about the show.
Never.
That's the problem.
They're like, if you're not going to talk about weed, we're not talking about your show. What's that?
All right.
It's,
What are we smoking, Adam?
It's a deep diver.
we are smoking some straw guava.
Guava.
Straw guava
Guava.
from our buddy Kyle. Well, not from him, from me, but from him. And a little bit of hash. A little bit of hash. This is that temple ball thing that I made the other day, like a couple weeks ago. And now it's like, you know how if you don't keep it all sealed up, now it's like all flowery and
Look at that.
smell. It's very nice.
Oh, very nice.
Right.
You might have to forget this here.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it just broke in half.
Oh, Dave. Dave. Actually, you know what's funny is I figured out we have a new hack. We are getting Patreon listeners, but you might have to go home earlier because apparently they're paying for the Dave free experience is what I was told.
Sweet.
I was told I pay big money. They were complaining that you were hanging around too long.
problem.
And I was like, no. But we didn't have Katie. I was trying to explain. Katie wasn't around. Dave came in.
Filling in.
He's like, dude, I pay big money for that. I don't want to lose these guys.
No
'cause
problem.
They're tough. It's tough to get them in.
You got nine Patreon people.
Hey,
Yeah.
nine of the best.
Yeah.
The best of the best.
Best of the best.
If
of the
you're
bestest.
a Patreon listener, you'll know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Anyway, I just wanted I just got that message this morning, and I thought, oh, that's a good one. I didn't realize
That was another one from HR.
But so we have so you sent Rob this link and everything. So he's
Yes.
good.
Is it 5 yet?
Right there. We're getting close. 6 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes to showtime. And where is he today? Do you
Des
know?
Moines, Iowa.
Oh, then he definitely has nothing going on. It's like he's like, oh, this is the highlight of my day. I would
No,
imagine.
they're playing a show tonight.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
like probably within an hour after he gets off with us.
I would say sound check just finished then, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sound check was probably at 4,
Yeah.
done at 5. Maybe he had dinner.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Pre-dinner. We have to see what the mood we're in. We're at pre-dinner, so he's going to be, but we have him for half hour. Is that what you said? Or maybe 20 minutes?
We have him for half an hour.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fine. Because then at 5:30, so I because of the smorgasbord, we had to like time it properly. So we have Wally coming in right at 5:30.
Okay.
So I told him we have a hard stop then. Boom, boom. He's a pro.
He's into it now because I saw him posting
Who's that?
Wally.
Okay.
Right. On,
Yeah, but he did that last time. So you never know. Like he might say, oh fuck, forgot to drink coffee. No, I just said lots of coffee, less on the melatonin. And then so no Mark this week or next week, huh? He's out.
Bonnie
He's out
graduated.
and about. Yeah, 4.0.
Oh shit! She done gone graduated.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Now he's got
Did she-
to do his duties.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
She
that was
graduated
going.
4.0.
I thought they were just going straight up back up to where. I thought that was thought there was gambling going on. I thought there was some gambling.
No.
But
No, that's his parents like to gamble.
no, I know. That's why I thought he was 2 weeks. I thought they were going on a big gambling, like around the whole country. You know what's funny is,
That might be next week.
you know what's funny is, remember when Mark was telling us
We'll
about
see.
the illegal underground gambling places, and we were like, what?
All in Denver that he goes to all the time.
Yeah, and then there was that one that was in
There's
Colorado,
some in
that whole
Pueblo.
area in the Springs where they busted all those
Oh, yeah.
big cartels.
The night I was down there too.
You know, he knows everything.
He was coming to
half
see
his friends
me at
were
the
over
show.
there. So, at
He
the-
said he was 20 minutes away that night too.
the illegal underground thing, and then they were talking about, like, they were talking to the neighbors, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they usually go over to here. There's a gambling thing here, and then another one over there." And I was like, "Damn, these things are everywhere." Mark's tapped in.
Mark is everywhere.
Mark's tapped in.
I
And,
lost
uh,
my place.
is really in a
What
mood
is
tonight.
going on with this studio dog?
She's very puppyish tonight.
Great.
You know, but maybe our guest wants to say, "Hey, I'll hold the dog," but no, he's going to just sit there and play on his phone.
That was
He's not going to pay attention. No one's babysitting your dog over here. What are you talking about? This is obviously your
Lie
new,
down.
This is your new.
I'm going to go put you in the car.
Oof, don't do that. Not in this neighborhood. They'll be like, free dog? Perfect.
I can do what I want.
3 minutes.
3 minutes to count down.
Oh, look at Vinny filling up the
This thing gets you
the
ripped.
Stunden glass.
Oh, he's doing it because it's Grateful Dead. That's why.
Oh,
He's
No, I didn't.
Yes.
It helps, but I wasn't thinking that until I got it over here. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But I don't have a rig.
what? Why don't you have a rig?
It's on the other side.
On the other side. All right.
Rig free around here. It's all right.
Plus, I got this thing to double perky for me.
Are we monitoring the Zoom to
No.
see?
No, not at all. We're not paying attention to anything he's doing to Mark. He's watching a game.
There is no game tonight. At least not the Nuggets.
Sunday.
It's Sunday. You Game 7, baby. Game 7. Yep, he's Mark. It's something about the seat. You just sit in that chair. If anybody out there wants to, to occupy that seat, you just have to learn how to push a button that says start podcast, start recording, and then you just take bong hits all night and smoke joints.
It's really tough.
Yeah, it's a hard job. But
I'm in big fucking trouble, man. I'm coming to your house.
actually, I spoke to Mark tonight, and he actually has a plant in the chat monitoring Vinny counting all his flubs so that he can rub it in his face next week or in 2
We
weeks.
get less than Channel 31, I tell you that.
We get
Channel
what?
31.
That's Fox.
Yeah, the actual TV station, we
Yeah.
have less flips than those guys.
Really?
Their microphones go off.
Dead air or whatever?
Dead mics.
Really? Wow, that makes me
Fucked
that,
up
that makes us
words,
feel
missed
extra
screens.
proud. This happens when you're in the top.
That's it. Shows up for 5 minutes,
we
leaves,
might
doesn't
have
even bring
somebody.
weed.
We got Bob.
We got what?
Rob.
Rob
Rob's here.
Bob.
Mr.
Rob,
Barraco.
Bob.
What's going on?
I don't see him yet.
Same old thing.
Boom.
We should say,
Before he says it.
turn your phone sideways if you can.
Sideways.
Yeah. Now we have you on. Oh, but now we have full crotch shot.
Hold on.
Yeah. I should send out a little note ahead of time that says you get the best camera angles from down, not from up nose shots.
Dave's a nose.
Damn, well, I can't do down, so.
Yeah, I know. Well,
There
you
we
can
go.
turn her. Yeah, all right. Are you gonna have to hold that the whole one thing though? I don't want you to have to.
He
hold that.
is.
All right. Welcome to the show. For those of you who don't know, this is Rob's been on the show once or twice before. When you talk about a musician with a career of playing with, it's almost like I feel like if I heard a story and somebody said, yeah, you know who's playing keyboards in that? And they go, yeah, that's Barraco. And then they're playing some other artist and they're like, you know who's playing keyboards there? That's Barraco. You have been everywhere. I used Chat GPT to kind of look up some of the people you've played with, and it's amazing. I mean, 5 decades of music.
Yes.
And even just so I don't feel like I'm dropping a bombshell, a mutual friend of ours is going to call in about 30 minutes to talk about, he said, I have a story about Rob from the band he was in before the Volunteers.
Well, before the Zen Tricksters, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, really? And he's like, yeah. So he's known here. He's not gonna say. He said you would enjoy the story. I said, don't tell me yet. I want it to be a surprise. You know, when. But so here's where we could go. How about you've played with people, Phil Lesh. You've played in the Dead. You've played with DSO. You're like the I want to say like the Dumbledore of keyboards. You're the wizard that can play any style to really become part of any family band. But do you ever sort of just get the urge to say, I'm not playing like Pigpen tonight. I'm not playing like Keith. I'm going to play like Barraco. And
I always play like Barraco.
Oh, look.
No,
sorry, wait one sec. Scaldone just joined, and he's on half of the thing there. There he is.
got it.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I always play like me. That's what keeps it interesting. I've just learned how to fit what I do into the context of what we're doing.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, that's what keeps it interesting for me. And that's only a DSO thing. I mean, every other project that I do or play with other people, I just play me.
I get it. I totally get it. So I want to step away from what the typical music interview would be. And is there a crazy backstage story you can tell? Is there a musician you used to maybe play with that would, like, I don't know, got so out there they just didn't show up after set break or something like that? Or so, just one of the stories that's not the norm, that we all see these perfect performances all the time, and if you're not privy to what goes on behind the scenes, you don't see the scrambling to get the show on the road. So maybe take us to one of those really fringe moments where you're like, holy shit, I can't believe this actually happened, but we pulled it off.
I don't know if I can remember that, but I will tell you this, because I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I played with Phil for a bunch of years, and the backstage scene at a Phil show was really subdued. Like, Phil had his kids on the road, so we're always had to be on our best behavior. We really couldn't have a lot of guests backstage. And Bob, when I started playing with the Dead, asked me if I wanted to go out with Rat Dog. So I was like, sure. And I actually was Rat Dog's first electric bass player.
No shit.
So yeah, so I did a tour with them playing bass. And the first night, after sound check, went out to eat, came back, went backstage, and the scene backstage was total debauchery, crazy, like everything I've always heard in my life about sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
So tell some names. We want names of people who were there. We know Bob Weir. Who else?
No, Weir wasn't there. No, Weir was in his own room. But it was everybody else that was in the band, and it was just a ridiculous party. Oh, what are you doing there?
Drugs. This is hash.
Oh, nice. My favorite.
Are you? We've known each other for, I think, 25 years. This is not the first time you've seen me smoke grass.
No.
No. Hash. Excuse me. Yeah, every time I say grass instead of hash,
it starts putting my the hairs on my neck go up, because I'm like, that's cop talk right there.
Grass.
You start saying grass, and I don't know.
I am so the furthest thing from a fucking cop.
Grandpa cop talk.
So come on, that's where I wanted to go. Drop some names of who did what, and out them right now.
I can't do that.
Oh, you're such a gentleman.
No.
So
All these guys are still active in the scene. I'm not stepping on anybody's toes.
I get it.
I'll start getting phone calls.
Oh, Vinny.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, in the years I've known you, I don't ever recall you being someone who would ever describe as a drug musician. I mean, I've seen you have a glass of wine or two. I think we shared a joint maybe a half a dozen times in a quarter century. But do you have any experience with back in the day with psychedelics? Because coming up in a month is the MAPS conference here, and psychedelics are going to just be the topic of conversation. And in the music industry, it's, they're bedfellows. So maybe share with us some psychedelic journey that led maybe to some musical inspiration for you.
Well, I'll tell you the first time I ever tripped and played, I was 17, and I was playing at a church dance. And my band, I don't even know how my band got this gig, because we were like a psychedelic Grateful Dead / kind of jazzy band. And we all decided to just do a hit of acid and go play the gig. And it is so bizarre seeing all these nuns out there and these kids, which kids were getting down. But there was this big fight in front of the stage. And I'm playing guitar. And I look down and I see this fight, and it was like two devils going at it, right? And finally, I couldn't take it anymore, and I went up to the mic and I stopped the band. I went, "You motherfuckers! We came here to play for you, and look what you fucking do!" And the looks on these nuns' faces, they were freaking, man. But I stopped the fight.
Damn, you're going to hell.
But when I was in college, I had a band called Red Flannel Hash. And we used to play this Saturday night gig in this kind of like a biker bar. And we decided one night that we were all going to trip and play our gig. And of course, we go in there.
You never heard of Set and Setting, obviously. You're like, wait, let's go to church. Yeah, that's a good spot. Let's go to a biker bar. That's another great spot to be tripping balls.
So here we are. We're playing, and these crazy bikers walk in, and they start throwing shit at us because they want to hear whatever they want to hear. They probably wanted to hear
Roadhouse style.
No, they wanted to hear it's like right out of the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. Like Cage.
Born to be Wild and stuff. And we didn't play. We played namby-pamby country rock and bluegrass. And finally, we just all huddled together. And we because we were all starting to freak out. And I couldn't play anymore. So he was like, "We got to leave." So we start packing our shit up, and the owner of the place comes running over. He goes, "Where are you going?" I was like, "Dude, we got to go." And he took one look at our faces, and our eyes was like, he's like, "Okay, you guys can go."
I thought he was going to say, "I owe you $250 for the set, and you boys drank $400 worth of beer, so you owe us $150 right out of
He let
Blues
us go,
Brothers."
but that was the last time I ever did acid and played a gig.
Well,
And I was 19.
Well,
you had a good run.
Because
You had a good run there. 2 years.
Yeah.
never had the urge again, huh?
Well, the thing is, after I graduated college and became a professional musician, there's too much responsibility to perform, and acid's too unpredictable, especially for me. Like I could go. No, I take it back. I will tell you a quick story. So, in the late 90s, when I was in the Zen Tricksters, we had a friend who used to put on acid tests in Northampton, Massachusetts, and we became the house band. So yes, but these aren't these aren't paid gigs in front of an audience that's paying. This is in front of like 70 tripping crazy people.
Yeah.
So I did that. But other than that, I never wanted that responsibility, because you get to that place where all of a sudden you start laughing hysterical. You can't play anymore.
Right. And you're
And
also
that
looking
happened at one of those acid tests. Our bass player was dressed in a white wedding gown with ruby red lipstick and a pink Jacqueline Kennedy pillbox hat on his head. And I kept looking at him, and finally Jeff Mattson and I looked at each other. We cracked up, and he just looked at me and he went, "Done.
out.
Can't do this."
I'm out.
Yeah. So, and now as far as like smoking pot, again, for me, it's a little too unpredictable. And there was a time when I had to smoke pot to play, but I got to that place where it's too much responsibility. I don't want to be, when you play this kind of music, you have to be in the moment. And for me, it became too introspective, and I overthought everything. Yeah.
Is that can you see
Same
that?
Trickster.
Is that an old logo? Look at that.
Wow. That's cool.
So I've said it before. The first time I saw you play was summer of 1989 at the Right Track Inn on Long Island. Yeah.
So
I remember.
tell you a story about the Right Track.
Go.
The guy that owned the Right Track, I wish I could remember his name. It was an old cat.
We got a good data person right now. He's going to look it up for you, and he'll have
Good.
it in seconds. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
He's better than Joe Rogan's Jamie.
So he had, in the back room of the place, he had this Yamaha electric grand piano. And it was a really cool instrument, but it was really broken down and didn't really work well and completely out of tune. And he kept telling me, "I'm going to get this fixed, Robbie, and you're going to be the first person to play it." So, all right. Al. That was his name, Al.
Oh, Vinny just held the card up to us. It said Al.
Al.
He was a second behind you.
Yeah.
Good job, Vinny. I
Yeah,
mean, that
you
was...
got it.
So one night I show up at the Right Track, and he grabs me, goes, "I did it, Robbie. I did it. I fixed the piano." I was like, "Oh, cool." So we go in the back. I pull up a chair. I sit down, and I go, boom. And no shit, 100 roaches just came out of the keys and started crawling everywhere. It's the most skeevy thing you have ever seen.
Wrong kind of roaches.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then we used to leave our gear set up. We'd play late Saturday nights, and we'd come back on Sunday and rehearse there. And you'd be in there, and there'd be no people, so you could hear everything. You could hear the rats running through the ducts.
You hear that, kids? Don't, stay in school and don't become a musician. And this
Yes.
won't happen to you. Roaches in the keyboards and rats in the walls.
I got a Gino Rice as the owner.
That was the Right Track.
Yeah.
Right on. Right. All right. So I don't know if you can see the scallywag on video sitting next to you, Dr. Mark Scaldone, but he says you guys might know each other.
Hello.
And he hit me up today and he said, "I see Rob's coming on the show. Can I tell a story?" I'm like, "You better not tell a story where it's not great." And he says, "No, it's going to be great." I said, "Okay, don't tell me."
I can't wait.
The floor is yours, Dr. Mark.
I saw you a decade before, in 1979, I think, when you guys were playing in Timberwolf.
Timberwolf. Yeah.
Yeah, so Timberwolf, we used to come and see you guys at Circus in Bergenfield. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, sure.
I lived in northern New Jersey, and you guys were like the Dead cover band. We saw you at Great Adventure. Do you remember that gig?
Sure.
You
Yeah, that
played
was
at
a lot.
Great Adventure?
Yeah, we opened up
Yeah.
for the Dead movie.
Yeah. What a trip, man. That was so much fun.
That Great Adventure became Six Flags. So
Yes.
for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about.
So, Rob, you guys were definitely the definitive Dead cover band in the New York metropolitan area during that time in the late 70s. And, growing up in that area, we had, think about all the shows between Hartford and Binghamton and Englishtown. I mean, it's just an incredible place to grow up in the Grateful Dead community, right? Northern New Jersey. Well, I used to stand in front of you and I used to hold up the 2 fingers asking for the 11 because you guys were just working the 11 into your, whole St. Stephen transition, and you guys totally crushed it. And you guys busted into it. And yeah, it was just so much fun because you guys were happening while the Dead were happening, which is different now, right? Because Dead covers, this music from the past, but it was very much in the present, and you guys just nailed the sound. The guitar player and the bass player were brothers, right? Is that right?
They were identical twins.
Identical twins, yeah.
If you're not tripping enough, it's like, wait a minute. Is everybody
Randy and Russ Schweller.
Right.
We call them the Schwelebrities.
Yeah, he's a professor of psychology or something like that.
At Ohio State, a published author. And
Yes.
The bass player, Russ, he's a professor at Wake Forest. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, both of them were major academics, insanely smart dudes. They always had their noses in books, and we'd be backstage, in between sets. They'd be reading Proust and all sorts of other heavy duty literature. Yeah, those guys were wild.
Yeah, there's some Timberwolf video up on YouTube. I think maybe I sent that to you on Facebook at one time, and you're like, oh, yeah. You're talking about Kent, right? Wasn't Kent the guitar player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kent and I are still really good friends. He actually moved to Mexico.
Oh, really?
And, I'm going to get to see him next month. He's coming. I'm playing in Colorado with Sage and Spirits, and he's coming to the gig.
Let's talk about that for a second, because I consider myself very lucky as a fan of this music. Lost their video. I saw my first show April 2nd, 1989, and squeezed 150 in pretty much before, Jonah was born in 94. I did the Europe tour with a backpack, your rail pass, and some traveler's checks. I had trouble listening to the music after Jerry passed. It was hard. It was like I felt like there was just sort of
a lot of people felt that way.
My reason was gone, and it was sad for me. It wasn't uplifting.
It was hard after Brent passed, to be honest. I don't think the band was the same after Brent left. Right, Rob? Would you say?
I agree.
Yeah. And I remember them kind of rushing Vince Welnick into the role.
Yeah.
There are some parallels there, Rob. You know what I'm saying? Interesting that go on. And then I heard Dark Star Orchestra and at Mishawaka, in June of 2000. And I remember John Kadlicek when he first, just whatever riff I had to take a knee. I was like, I can listen to the music again. I had that feeling only stronger when I came to Cervantes to see you play with Sages and Spirit. This collection of musicians was, oh my gosh. I mean, I kind of equated it like I was talking to Adam beforehand. I'm like, I was asking Vinny, because he's the musician among us. Is it like being in an open relationship with a girlfriend? Like you can play with other people and share that connection on stage? Because what you did on stage that night with that collection of musicians was so in line with the feeling I had at every Grateful Dead show I ever saw.
Was Melvin there when you saw?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It was Melvin, you, Skip, Eaton, J.K., Jay Lane, and Jake Wolf.
Break Jake Wolf. Yeah.
A lot of J's. There's a whole lot of J's.
Hey, Jay Lane. Jay Lane was one of the guys in the room with the debauchery.
Oh, really?
We got one name.
Well, we'll
All
have
right,
to.
I named a name.
We got one.
Yeah,
Out
there
of
we go. And isn't he playing tonight in Vegas, right?
In Vegas?
Yeah, in Dead and Company right now. So shout out
right.
to Jay Lane. But I got to tell you, man, holy moly. I'm not, I don't want to. This is a group of musicians that should play again together a lot. And I'm speaking for fans. Please play more shows together.
We're working on getting more shows. It's hard for me because of DSO, obviously. My schedule is crazy.
Right.
And I do want to have a life outside of music too, you know.
What? No.
I want to kayak and bike and drink wine.
Look at this. So, all right. You know what? You deserve that. You deserve that.
But we are doing more shows. Eaton just told me about another set of shows. Where was he talking about? Oh, I can't remember now.
See, that's what happens when you get old. That's why you should kayak more.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why you should definitely kayak more.
Who are you?
I'm Fred.
Fred.
But I appreciate, I just, I want to hear that band play again. You're coming
And
to
you will.
Mishawaka.
We're playing in Mishawaka.
The 6th and 7th.
That's right.
So I believe on the 6th, we're already going to Red Rocks to see Brit Floyd. But on the 7th, we will come down. Matt Riddle, you know Matt, right? Matt Riddle is going to be on the show in a couple of weeks, and we'll hear all about what Brit Floyd's been doing for the past year. But
cool.
I consider them in the same class as you and DSO, that you allow people, you bring your own thing to it, but you allow some of us old folks who just want nostalgia to kind of relive those moments with the bands that we had growing up when all we had was a record player. And, so I thank you.
Did I sound like a cop?
Sometimes I do. But
hey, what time is it?
Yeah, I know. You have to go. Go play your show tonight. Go eat dinner. Have fun. Thank you, Rob. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Appreciate you.
Always good, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Peace.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. All right, bye.
But we got the doc.
Yeah,
now.
no, we need to cut his feed right now. He's going to take Scaldone will take us into the vortex. What's going on in your world, brother?
You have any chemistry questions?
Oh yeah, we got a whole Dave. Come on, pull up.
Yes,
Dave's
okay.
got a whole list.
How do you make what is it? Blue methamphetamine, so I can recreate Breaking Bad.
Wow. There you go. Get us
Just
banned.
use some food coloring that RFK just banned.
Nice. Nice.
That was just for Hollywood, Don't believe everything.
Yeah, don't believe it.
All I'm thinking about was that I was 7 years old when you were telling that story. When you went 1979, I went, wow. Oh, no, 9, sorry. 9 years old, damn.
Well, man, I tell you, back in the day, again, when the Grateful Dead were happening, a Grateful Dead cover band was kind of like a unique thing. It's not like it is now, where 50 different bands playing Grateful Dead in any one night.
No, they were pioneers. I reached out to Cliff Black tonight and to Tom Sarcosta, who played with him in the Zen Tricksters, but I couldn't get a hold of him. I was going to have.
What's cool? I mean, they were the Dead cover band that I used to go see when I was a kid, and then when I went to college, I had my own Grateful Dead cover band, and that's how I met my wife. So I tell my kids all the time, if it wasn't for Jerry Garcia, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, my kid's in one.
So, that's just the music.
Well, you know what? I don't want to try to steal your thunder there, but Vinny's kid has an LP. Okay,
He's in a Grateful Dead cover band.
if you want to buy an album, Vinny, you can come down to So High Cafe. We
got vinyl all day.
We have vinyl all day long.
All right,
Adam. I did my job. I got Rob on. We had him on for, look at that, 30 minutes.
That was great.
All right, Dave's out.
I'm done.
So what are the chemistry questions before I jump?
What's going to happen in the future in regards to pharmaceuticals? Are we going to be able to see
You're going to
like a resurgence of
the day you die, and then when you
Quaaludes?
die, you'll die from poisoning of a pharmaceutical.
Well, can you help us set up a Quaalude lab? You know, I mean, or
right now?
Can you go to
Tonight?
go to India or something like that where you can do it legally? And
let's save it for the Patreon show.
Yeah.
Well, the big 800-pound gorilla in the room is all that hemp-derived stuff, right?
Why is that an 800-pound gorilla? I've been saying this for a long, long time. Like back when Adam and I, we helped front a fucking huge hemp project in Vermont in 2016, and they asked us the question, what do we do with all the THC that is extracted when we get the CBD, mine it out of the plant? And I said, you put it in a 50-gallon drum, you bury it in a field, you mark it waste product, and
wow, Dave,
you write something up that says we're waiting for instructions on what to do with it. And when it's legal, then you'll sell it. And what happened?
And now it's worthless.
No, it's not. They're selling it all.
Ah, look at this.
The most recent USDA numbers tried to put the hemp business somewhere around 450 million. But what we know is that in sales, that size of the market of the hemp market is somewhere around 28 billion.
Oh, hold on. Who's here?
How do you get 440 million to 28 billion?
Well, because they pull the numbers out of your ass or someone's ass. They make it up.
I hate when I hear those numbers, though. I'm always just like, what are you talking about?
It's bullshit.
Billions where? What? Where is it all?
It's like what they used to do to the person that they busted their grow room in New York back in the 80s.
Weighed all this soil.
He had 2 lights, and they called it a street value of $98,000.
Yeah.
It's complete fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But they
don't help you sell it. I wish they could help you sell it. That would be good. Can you get me that price? Because if you get me, I got a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch right here. If you can get me that number, I'm ready.
Well, you hear a lot of people just paying attention to what's going on with the Farm Bill legislation, and that is probably going to be signed into law soon. But you got to remember that the regulation over the plant under the Farm Bill ends at harvest, right? So once that plant is deemed as hemp, there's really nothing you can do around what happens to the CBD that's isolated from that.
Agreed. Texas is selling so much Delta 9 and hemp-derived THC. It's not even funny. It's in the billions and billions and billions of dollars.
It's cheaper, Dave. It's about 10 times the cost, or 10 times less cost to actually, get a license, get genetics, grow plants, extract plants, distill plants, get to that same molecule of THC by just chemically converting $300 a kilo CBD. There's no comparison. You can't compete, right?
No.
So, especially in beverage, big beverage is all set up for cheap ingredients.
We interviewed Joe Hodis, who actually he just left Wana.
I just saw a Wana truck as I was driving up. I was like, look at that.
They started a sister company called Wanderous.
It's the
and
cheapest drug there is.
All they sell are the exact same gummies that Wana sells in every regulated market, only with hemp-derived THC. And they'll mail them to you in any state that doesn't have regulation.
Welcome to the future.
Yeah. Well, what we've been saying this. Why are we trying to further the legal regulated market? As fucked up as it is, as over-regulated as it is, we have a sheet of paper. It's called the Farm Bill. Let's use that. Go.
Well, it's the Food and Drug. So the USDA regulates the plant while it's in the ground, and then after harvest, the Food and Drug Administration is supposed to take anything from the field to the consumer, right? So think about it this way. The USDA regulates growing corn. But if you want to sell cans of corn, right, you're canning facility is going to be regulated under FDA rules, probably enforced by your local, health board or whatever, whoever inspects the factories or whatever. But so the point is that they never contemplated what they were going to do. I think they were snookered on oil, seeds, rope, and fiber and all that shit.
Once again, short-sighted. Fuck the whole market up.
That's it.
All right, we have to jump over to Wally. We have to jump over to Wally now.
Let's transition.
We have real guests now.
And discuss with us,
Doctor.
What does Ambien do? Because explain to Wally he shouldn't take an Ambien before last week's show. Yeah, he was supposed to join us, and then he got into automaton mode, and he's doing his brushing his teeth and everything, finishes his whole nighttime routine, pops his Ambien down, and then does I was supposed to be on that podcast in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
We
had him. We almost. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. It happens.
How you guys doing?
Good.
We're good. We're good.
Thanks, Mark.
If you have any chemistry questions, this is the guy right here. So if you have any crazy.
No, it's just.
Do you want to know what Ambien's doing to your liver? He can help you.
What I do is a very harmless, bipolar medication called ketamine from my sleep. Nothing else. Doesn't get me high.
Damn.
Can't overdose on it.
It's no fun.
I've been very
not good for podcasting though.
Not a strict schedule, so
I got you.
I hope this doesn't fuck up your regimen right now.
We are, of course we are. A little bit.
No worries, man.
A little bit. All right, Mark.
You,
we'll see you soon.
All right.
Take care, man.
guys.
All right.
Be good.
Come into town in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and take that fish thing off your wall.
Yeah. Oh, fish.
Oh, don't even get him going. Don't get him going. All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Later. Pauline, stop
Jeez,
it.
we got dogs going to the studio. Well, Wally, nice seeing you again, as always.
Nice seeing you, Adam. I can never get used to the fact that you don't have a beard anymore.
I know.
Like,
I'm in the process of changing my logos and stuff too, because I'm like, I have to get rid of it now.
Bro, it's like 5 years, man.
It's years.
That was such an iconic look you were rocking there, bro.
It got copied very much. I was like, man, there's so many dudes with beards now and logos with beards, and it's just like it's no fun anymore. So, got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Speaking of changes and stuff, it's like when we were thinking about it, Cece and I were like, man, when you started that thing, Mary and I, when you started the documentary, it was like hopping here, right? Things were going off in Colorado, and now we're in like 10 years later, and Colorado's like. Never got that fire again that it had that moment when you were here. Like that was the moment to be like, oh wow, this is the greatest place ever. Things are going up, and like everything was happening. And now it's sort of like it keeps moving from state to state, and then each state has a shorter window of excitement. And sometimes it's like 48 hours, and they're already tired of it. They're like, we're so bored, we're over it. It was like before it was like the big thing.
Where's my dealer with his beeper?
And then in Europe, it's sort of like like Germany really came on board, and that must have been crazy for everybody because to me that's insane. That doesn't even make sense because Germany's been so like rigid and difficult and
smoke now.
And now they're even doing that with cannabis where they're like everything has to be 30% and they don't care. They only want they just like very very weird. And then all of a sudden you got places like Sweden where it's still just like back in the 90s or something. They haven't quite figured out. I guess, but you said there's cracks now and things are happening and people are sort of getting more used to it and. It's not quite as crazy as it was 10 years ago.
The cultural aspect, yeah. Kids growing up today, they don't have the same stigma attached to cannabis as my generation had. It's just these propaganda. You start with smoking weed, and next thing you know, sitting there with a needle in you. By the way, there's some weird feedback here. I don't see. I think this is easier. But yeah, that's the propaganda in Sweden. And kids growing up nowadays, they don't have stigma attached to it. Also completely different cultural references. Like everywhere you look nowadays, especially in American television, and even a lot in Western culture, a lot of people are just smoking weed, and it's just gotten so normalized. So I think it was like 10 years ago when I was really into this cannabis activism. I think the number was like 7% of all Swedes would like to legalize.
Wow, that's
and
low.
that survey last year was like
7%.
How much was it later?
They are truly our hope.
How much was it now?
Oh, we couldn't hear us without the.
How much was it right about now? You said it was 7 before.
22%.
22. That's a jump.
And how many years has it been since the last sample?
Well, that's 10 years.
10 years?
I think it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Well, by my math, by like 2700, Sweden will legalize. So we only have another 400 years, right?
Give or take, right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, there's something called the 10% principle when it comes to an opinion, and they're shown historically, and there's something called the 10% principle when it comes to an opinion, and they're shown historically in democracies. And all it really takes is for 10% of the population to have it.
No, it might be us.
All right.
It was buffering where you were like in the mid conference thing, and then it caught up, and then some of the maybe if it gets really if it gets too choppy, we can also do is go to audio, and then maybe just works too. No, it's ours. It's okay now.
Something.
What?
We're good.
Okay. You never know.
Hold on one second. Mark, are you listening? Please help.
We've had every issue back in the day for sure. So you're bringing out Mary and I in film festivals? Is that the plan now? Like finally after 10?
Yes. Well, I'm done with it. Essentially, have you had time to see it? Have you watched it yet?
The recent one, no, because it was like weird. I had like the first one I got sent, and then it said that the link was no longer like it was expired or something like that, and then I think CC. Yeah, or something like you took it on. Like I don't know, something happened to the version I had, and then Cece had it, and she's like, "We got to watch it together." And then like Cece's the classic where I come in ready to do anything. She is past. She can't. She's so bad at watching stuff. It's like if she's already asleep, forget about it. It's like, come on, we got to watch it now. It's like militantly have to see it, but yeah, she's not. I have to see the and I'm excited actually to watch it again just because now it's like watching like when it's a couple years old, it's not so exciting because you remember every second that happened. You know what I mean? Once you start getting around 10 years, it's like, dude, I remember now. It's like the nostalgia is already there. You know, especially with the cannabis world, 10 years is like 20, 25 years in normal time, or at least. You know what I mean? Because
no, it's dog years, 7 years.
And then we're talking 70 years. No, because it's true. Like just the way people smoke, what people are smoking. You know, it's a very, very, it moves fast, you know what I mean? So like I could see already people watching 2015 and being like, oh my God, don't do that dab. It's way too hot. You know what I mean? And you're like,
But the funny thing is, everyone has seen it, kind of agrees that it's somewhat of a timeless story because this is the thing. I started off as a...
You like mining Bitcoin right now or something?
Who, me?
No, our guy in the we have a massive studio audience tonight.
Yeah, they're sucking all our power over there.
Yeah.
But with I mean, well, the thing is, it's still quite relevant, especially for Sweden, and you even have more examples of things that have, like now it's interesting because things you might have been pondering back in the day are actually, you know, you had more than enough time to see if it came to fruition or not, which is also fun about doing the show because we're on like 13 years now, and stuff we predicted, a lot of it happened just because reality, you know what I mean? Like there was times where we were saying $500 pounds of weed is coming, and everyone's like, no, that's impossible. And now that's just like, it's the normal thing, you know what I mean? Out there, people are just like, they've seen the reality of how it's peaked and kind of come back down to earth, some good, some bad, you know what I mean? And also the commercial side of how hard that is to produce quality for the masses and keep everybody happy, you know what I mean? Because it's like people are so, what's the latest, greatest thing? And by the time you actually put it out, it's already old, you know what I mean? Old news at that point.
So has it stagnated like Colorado? What did we talk since I was there last time? 2015? Like, what has progressed?
Well, the things that haven't evolved is
everything.
The social side has not evolved at all. Like there's like one place that just opened up. It took them 3 years to open up. It's like a high-end social club members, you know, membership type situation. So it's still not really open to the public as far as like, you know, it's not like just walk in to a Starbucks or something.
Is that legal or is it like a gray area situation?
It's legal, but it's like super limited. You know what I mean? Like you have these locations like just to find the location that was within the parameters because of 1,000 feet from the same old stuff, 1,000 feet from a school, and there's a school on every block, and you know what I mean, and
ventilation has to be good so it doesn't bother neighbors.
Big time, yeah, big time.
Oh, you can't see him.
Exactly, invisible plants right here.
Yeah, you take him back. Can't see him.
He's not coming.
Yeah,
Just leave him there. He can do it. He can.
Plants.
Exactly. We have invisible. This is the latest in Colorado. Invisible plants.
Because I remember when I was there 2015, y'all guys talked about it. I think it was one location in Aurora.
It was,
Kinda
yeah.
had
You were
the
right.
coffee shop thingy.
Yeah, and it was like a really rundown kind of
gotta
vibe place too. It was not good. It was like a head shop / hangout. And then you had our place, of course, and then there was a few other, along the way, there was a few people like taking the risk. But the thing is, they never created a framework that made sense. You know what I mean? And if like right now, the whole thing is social equity stuff. So it's like you have to have that social equity license. So it's going to be somebody who's either been arrested before or had some sort of issues, like along the way. So it's like giving them the option, but then they have like super high costs to come into those things. And there's no investors who are really like that. The money dried up a long time ago with cannabis. Like there's nobody putting money towards it in Colorado at the moment. So it's a lot of like consolidations going on. Everybody's buying each other out. So it's like big, MSO mentality places. So it's like everybody's looking for the big multi-state operators. They want to go in, it's not Colorado's. Like you'd expect, it kind of peaked out because of the number of people that actually live here compared to the amount of people that come in the winter to the summer. Like the winter is actually more busy than the summer because it's more, it's more destination for the skiing and stuff. But then they don't hang out in Denver; they go up to the mountains. You know what I mean? So it's very it's not the greatest economy. Like it's not LA, for instance. Like LA is like the big hustle and everybody's trying to overhype each other. They're giving out trinkets and everything comes with a toy or something. You know what I mean? Like they've gone to the Happy Meal. LA is like Happy Meal land. You know what I mean? Like everybody's trying to create like the next hype experience. Louis Vuitton for an ounce of weed. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. It's like
that glitter and glam stuff. They just
exactly. And then New York, but New York is the best scene, right? Like if I was going to come to America and go see what's going on, I go to New York just because that's the right now every weekend there's another event, and there's our guests that are coming on a little bit later from OMG Events. They're putting on a thing this weekend on Sunday called Kush and Sour competition, which is all heavy hitters. And that's the thing is New York's always been the destination for most of the weed, right? So all the weed that was grown in Cali ended up in New York anyway and was distributed. So all the smokers are kind of there, concentrated zone. And they opened up for smoking to anywhere that you could smoke tobacco, you can smoke cannabis now. So that's way better.
Kind of like Canada.
Way better than here, Here, it's like you have to be in your house. It's still like, come on, guys. Like,
or you have to be in your car. I remember.
That's great idea, right? That makes a lot of sense. And then
no, I don't. The car thing was a rumor.
That was a real
heard about California.
Well, Cali was really bad like that.
Which was stupid. I never.
Cali was like
that.
people would pull over,
right,
and have a huge sesh. And then the cops would be like, "Okay, as long as you're pulled over,
as long as you're not driving."
And then it's like, well, they have to go from there to somewhere else, so it's kind of doesn't really make so much sense. But yeah, things like that. So Colorado still hasn't pulled it together. New York's a little bit better, and plus they have to accommodate. They have so many people. You know what I mean? It's like they can't. Like,
you speak about Colorado like you're waiting for approval from something. Like you're getting a light. You're not. You don't have to sugarcoat it. Colorado fucked up at every opportunity to make a positive change. Mm-hmm. They either did nothing and kept the policy the same, or they did the wrong thing and changed it to something worse. Nothing about Colorado, with the exception of them actually legalizing in 2013, is good. You still can only grow 6 plants at home, and you can't ever have more than 2 ounces. So
I'm sorry. Where are you? I know Adam is from the state of New York, Woodstock, even, right?
Originally, yeah, and he's
I'm from Queens.
He's a New Yorker too.
So all right. So Let me just throw this out. None of you are from Colorado, so I hope nobody takes offense. But wasn't this kind of inevitable? I mean,
No.
all the other states would catch up sooner or later, and Colorado being a landlocked state, it just doesn't have the same pull as New York or California. Am I wrong?
You're right about its geographics. However, we had an opportunity to be the most progressive cannabis state there was. We could have created an advisory council that was actually made up of people from the industry that didn't have sort of the, I want my business to make a ton of money and fuck everyone else, and I'm only going to suggest to the governor what makes me a ton of money, and I'm going to show that's what happened. And now we have a fractured licensing department which issues these social club licenses. We have a failing social equity program which has no protection for the person who actually qualifies for social equity. You forget, they probably went to jail, okay? So there's no protection for them from some corporate raider to come in and not pay them what their license is worth when they don't have the cash flow to keep it going, because the license didn't come with, let's guide you through the process and we're going to actually create a commission to support social equity so that you can have access to resources to make sure your business stays running and effective. We didn't do that. We don't have social clubs. You can't smoke outside. You're a tourist. You come here. You can buy it anywhere. You can't use it.
No, I remember that.
Same.
I don't remember what street that was that I went into.
The Broadway Mile or the Green Mile?
Probably. There were a bunch of food trucks. And everybody, including Adam, they were like, you can't smoke outside. Just, be low key about it. But on that street, everyone and their mom were smoking. So it was kind of like, and the cops went by. They didn't care. But this is 2015. I don't know.
But we shouldn't be asking the police to wink and nod us. We shouldn't be asking them to make this, well, this guy's smoking okay, so we'll leave him alone, but this guy's not, so we're going to fuck with him. It should be taken care of at a legislative level so that everybody has the same protections. Here in Colorado, you can't touch your cell phone while you're driving, okay? And if you do, right, and you get pulled over for it, the legislature was so nervous that it was going to be used as just racial profiling that every citation has to come with the person's race so they can see if it's not being used
to target black people.
Correct.
For an example, yeah.
Correct. So this is what we the society we live in, and yet we can't figure out how to smoke a joint outside.
But may I ask something, since I'm an outsider here? If you zoom out, is this a reflection of Colorado in general politics?
It's a reflection of the fact that we're just like it is. As much as we want to say that Colorado stands alone. We're just like every other fucked up place in this country right now. Nobody gets along with anybody. There's no progress on anything. They're fighting amongst themselves. Nobody wants to give the other side a win. And just like always, cannabis is the fodder that gets hit with the shrapnel, where we're used in their political ploys, and we get tossed around like the bastard redheaded stepchild.
Oh yeah, that's you.
That's me.
That's Dave right there, in a nutshell. But yeah, I mean, it hasn't evolved, that's for sure. And that's interesting because when you were here, it was like going in a good direction, but a lot of things stalled out, and I think also that it was a little bit like the Netherlands here, where they were taking so much heat from everybody as far as like being under the microscope of like, is it going to work? Is it going to work? How much money did you make? Where's the money? Show us the money. Like everybody had to be like extra diligent, and people got a little bit like scared straight almost, where like they became kind of like sterile and boring compared to what it could have been, because everybody was nervous about losing something. So that's why most places didn't allow, like you couldn't bring weed into, even at the clubs that were open, they had like weird rules, like you can't bring your own weed to the place. You know what I mean? It's like well, that's our culture, you know what I mean? We're all going to be like, well, we can't bring our own weed into the weed spot. Like,
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense. It's like, you have to buy it. And then when you're buying it, it's in these little micro amounts, which are like insulting if you're a real smoker. You're like, what? Dude, I smoked that into half a joint. Like, what are you kidding me? You could only have one. You know what I mean? It was like all this kind of rules that didn't, like you're treating you like a child, where if you went into a bar, you could say, hey, give me 40 shots right now. You know what I mean? It'll kill me, but just give me 40 shots, light them up. I'm going to drink as many as I can. And they'll be like, okay, sir. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean? Whereas
but you're safe to drive, right?
And if you have weed, it's like, oh, but we can only sell you a gram. You're like, dude, a gram? Like, that's not.
What do you mean? As much as I love Planet 13, you when you go to their lounge
This is
because
in
of
Vegas.
their
This
rules
is in Vegas. This is the largest
yeah.
largest dispensary in the world. Really, it's got 100 registers.
Yeah,
I thought, was it
Planet 13 it's called.
D'Angelo? He held that title before.
Yeah, that was before. This is
He
way
had
bigger.
the thing in the Bay Area.
Exactly, and they had like maybe 20 or 30 tellers. These guys were Vegas style, 100, like 99 tellers.
But because of the law in Las Vegas, their smoking lounge, they have to be compliant. It's not like they thought this up. You can go into the smoking lounge, you can eat, you can drink cannabis beverages, you can smoke cannabis. That all has to be purchased there, and you can't leave with anything. Okay?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Stop that.
See,
How
those are
about
all,
dispensaries? Obviously, you can just buy it.
yeah, and this is connected to, this is like on a Native American reservation, so it's off the strip, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So they have their own rules, but they still have to follow.
No, that's Nuwu.
Oh, you're thinking about this. Oh, that's the other one.
Planet 13 is the other one.
But they're off strip too.
No, Planet 13's just off the strip.
Okay.
But Nuwu is
yeah,
on tribal land,
the
and
other
they
one.
have much better consumption rules and just much more of an open vibe.
Oh, yeah, it's a
but
different one, yeah.
it's, again, we're dealing with different bureaucracies.
And
Instead of
you would think that Vegas would have it together. Like, okay, we're in Vegas. We can do everything. We have every type of hospitality. Like, they have colleges there based on hospitality because that's what the whole town runs
the whole
on.
town is about that.
So you'd think that they would just be able to like, okay, let's think of like cigars, but let's switch it to cannabis and like the ventilation, the comfort, the vibe, you know what I mean? Just bring it a little higher end. Instead, they kind of do the opposite a lot of times where it's like, you know.
But it's Vegas, man. Vegas is trashy. It's garbage. What are we trying to make it sound like it's classy?
Well, no, but they should be able to at least pull together like a social club situation.
I agree.
And it should be like you'd think every casino could have a floor dedicated to it with proper ventilation, and everybody just go, oh yeah, you go to the 13th floor, and boom, you're there.
But they don't want to accommodate that, man.
No, and it's kind of crazy because you'd think it would be to their advantage, you know what I mean? Because it definitely makes people in a better vibe than alcohol does, and it's kind of like. Yeah, and you know, just it doesn't take much. We're so easy to please. It's so funny. Like stoners are way easier to please than like high rolling Vegas vibed people. You know what I mean? Like you have to make everything perfect. Where it's like, really, we could smoke weed here? Cool. Like that's all it takes. You know what I mean? Like, wow,
I don't have to stand outside in the rain. I'll take that.
Exactly. Or walk all the way to because at the casinos the whole thing is you can't stand like right out front. You got to kind of go up, and then you're the only guy. You're standing across the street, like at the little under the tree across the way or something, and it's like pretty obvious. But depends if you're there during a convention or if you're there because if you're there during a weed convention, all bets are off, right? People are smoking weed everywhere. They don't get. It's like you're in the cover of them. You know what I mean? So are
Vegas,
you?
Vegas is just Amsterdam in the desert.
100%. Yeah. No, that's what I was telling somebody yesterday. I was like, dude, every weekend was a new crew of people coming through from England with a bunch of people on their either girls coming together to go, you know, with their getting married or whatever, and you'd have those crews come.
Jerseys.
Exactly, or it'd be a football game coming or whatever it was, but then they'd all leave, and some weekends it was all French, and some weekends it was all Italian, and some weekends it was all English, and just depended on what was going on. But Vegas is very similar. Vegas got really crushed, though. Like, there was like the F1 went out there, and it was so badly attended. So badly attended, and they were such douchebags about not letting people see the course. Like, they had all these things set up so you couldn't see. And so basically, it kind of like the vibe was like they overdid it. You know what I mean? They made it so hard for people to do, and then at the end it was like empty. Like all these big dollar things were empty because everybody started tearing down the stuff and like, fuck it, we're gonna see it anyway. You know what I mean? And people rented all the rooms. They kind of looked down on it, and yeah, it was bad. So Vegas has it's like, it is horrible. Like you were saying, it's best thing to do is walk around or cruise around during the daytime and look at everything, and you're like, this place sucks. You know what I mean? And then if you see it at night,
it's just,
you're like,
it's an unnatural place, man. It's just like in the middle of the desert. There was no resources there except gold, which is not a resource per se. It's not water.
No.
And the mafia was like, yeah, let's build a town. It's just, unnatural, man.
Oh, it's got some crazy history. When you drive out, because we drive in and out every time when we go there a lot of times, and it's like, as you're coming in, you're just like, man, there's a lot of secrets hidden in this fucking desert right here. A lot of fucked up, because, it was just like the perfect opportunity for, somebody comes in, they are not worth the fucking energy. It's just like, take them out to the desert somewhere, you know what I mean? So yeah, you get that vibe.
How far is Nevada?
It's like 12-hour drive or so, 13-hour drive.
It's a bit of
just long enough that two people, no problem. One person, you're nodding off by the time you get kind of close. You're like, oh shit, maybe I should have stopped. Where are you living at now?
I live in Stockholm nowadays.
Oh, okay, you're back because you were in Tenerife or something for a while, or where were you at?
I was in Tenerife for a year. That was 2021.
Because Doug just moved. Doug is moving there now. Like he's about to move there.
Yeah, he told me something about that the last time we spoke.
Yeah, he's having his little final going.
Some years ago.
Yeah, he's got his going away party going on. I think coming up soon. So. Yeah, I think he's out of there. I think it's just like it's too much.
Yeah.
He's like he's gonna be.
Well, he's really into windsurfing. So Tenerife is really Canary Islands is the shit.
Yeah.
It's really, and that's essentially where I'm hoping to establish some kind of a cannabis club because I have a license for it. I just don't have the money to start the club.
There you go. Well, that's perfect combo then. Talk to Doug. Maybe we can find the right investors. You got the genetics, you got the club. You bring it all together. I think it's so Stockholm is now it's summertime, so it's a perfect time to be there, I guess.
No, Stockholm is just because I've been doing cannabis activism for the last 12 years. It's been hard for me to get a regular job. So I've been kind of getting by with stand-up comedy, and stand-up comedy, you have to be in Stockholm because that's where the majority of clubs are.
Sure.
And on top of that, I do a lot of acting and commercial ads and just shows and whatever.
Yeah.
So I do that for now, but knock on wood, I'm hoping that Mary and I will open doors. I'm actually going to send it to 2 film festivals in Colorado.
Nice.
Denver.
Telluride or the other one?
No, let me see actually. I can tell you which one they are. I'm going to send it to. Let me see here. Whoa. Very locked up. But as you were saying before, Adam. No, one is called DocuWest, Documentary Film Festival.
Uh-huh.
And the other one is just called Denver Film Festival. It's been up and going for 47 years, Denver Film Festival. And the other one for 16 years. So knock on wood, one of them accepts Mary and I.
Mm-hmm. Actually, what's cool is we have our friends coming on from, and you can stay on. You can stay on if you want. It's up to, but we're gonna have our friends coming in from OMG Events in New York, and so when you want to do a screening in New York, these guys could definitely put together a cool night for it, which would be dope because they have a lot of cool underground spots, and they're doing stuff in Brooklyn and obviously in the city.
You know what? This is the thing. I don't want to seem rude or anything like that. I want to give the floor over to this gentleman too.
Oh no, it's cool.
Since 5 a.m. my time.
No, it's cool.
Go take your pill.
No, plus I need to get a real copy of it. We're gonna do a proper.
Yeah, I'll send you a link, Adam. Feel free to pass it around to people you trust. I don't think anybody's going to bootleg it.
We're going to be making so much money off of it, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
And tell me what you guys think.
No, I can do a screening. I can do a screening at my spot. Actually, I have a really, really proper projector that can go huge. So we can do a proper screening in the summertime here. because a bunch of people will be they'll be stoked because they'll know all this, like, you know, it's like locations that are gone and we don't have anymore, and
Okay.
you know.
Well, you know what, my man? Watch it because that was the best way I can sell it. Everybody who's seen it had told me just amazingly how much they loved it.
Yeah,
And
I remember before it was tight, so I'm already happy to see that they've been
So watch it, and I'm looking forward to hear what you guys thought about it. And then after that, let's talk about a screening because I'm looking for every reason to come visit Denver and Colorado. You know, last time I was rushed, it was 4 days, and I was so high all the time. Like it was all a very nice haze.
Good job, Adam.
Flashes some great memories here. Some vegan restaurant here. Some incredible.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was really good timing too, and we actually got him in trim jail. We got him trimmed and stuff. So we get.
Did he trick you with this saying he was going to have a party?
No, he was doing it. This is like Hollywood trim jail, buddy, right here. This is real stuff. Had to make the angles right.
Well, care of me, man. And you guys didn't mention it. You are actually co-producers.
Co-producers, yeah. No, I did.
You guys hooked me up with so much over there, with so many interviews and whatnot. But
well, we can get the IMDb going, and we can start, you know, flexing on people. Dude, co-producer right here, buddy. So, no, cool. We'll get you. We'll get you in New York. We'll get you in New York, and we'll get you in Denver for sure. And I got people kind of everywhere, so we can get on the tour. You can cruise around, do a little American tour. You know.
Love to. I can do stand-up comedy at the same time. I can kill two birds with one stone. That would be awesome. And
exactly. No, in Denver's
a reason to see you guys. I really miss you. Obviously, going through the documentary, like you said before, it's gotten me nostalgic. So yeah, but all right. Don't let me take more time.
No, it's all good. Thanks, Wally. Well, anytime, and we'll talk soon.
Have a great night, bud.
Absolutely. And Aaron, I'll talk to you soon too. I gotta go to bed, but
yeah, go to
Have
bed.
a good night.
All right, man. Peace out.
Bye.
Later. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, guys.
Good.
Can you hear us?
We hear you.
We hear you on the road.
Awesome.
On the
So
road.
yeah, we're on the road. We were planning to be at Astor Club to meet with some of the judges, but we're running a little late. It's like classic New York City traffic. I don't know if you guys can see it.
They have traffic in New York?
Yeah, we heard about that. We heard they have some traffic out there.
Really? I heard it was like they totally no traffic.
Well, at least I mean, most people, this is their studio anyway, their cars, because it's the only place they can get decent sound. So at least we got that. And it's exciting because, you know, it's always, we never know what's going to happen when our guests are driving, because we've had plenty.
Which one of you is driving?
No,
Aaron.
he's driving, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just making sure.
You never know what they're. Yeah, if they're driving an MG. So how's it looking for the? Speaking of MG, how's it looking for the Sunday with OMG?
Oh, it's sick.
Oh, it's so sick, dude. It's
sick.
It's too epic.
We wish you could be there.
No, dude.
I know. Now that I know, I technically probably.
So no,
could have
Aaron,
been
you
there.
can't look at us. Don't look at fucking us. Look at the fucking road. What the fuck? Yeah, don't be that guy.
You got to roll a joint while you're driving, at least through traffic. I mean, come on. To make it official.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm here for.
Hold up.
I got you.
Vinny.
Okay, hold up. There she is.
Difficulties. Okay.
So you know, I see the list of people. It's like you got a whole bunch of our homies coming through. I sent Rick actually the link to see if he wanted to come on. Mr. Ford.
Oh, dope.
Mr. Skids himself. But you got Green Bodhi, you got Brandon, Rust. You know, these are all homies. So and you got JJ, of course, and we got
that's the OG of OGist.
Raza Dogs is gonna be
Dogs
there
is there.
New Terp City.
Can you get a photo of his driver pulling up and then opening the door for him?
That's right. So we're definitely kind of missing it, but
you have to be there for the trifecta. Yeah, number 3.
Yeah. But I was already saying next time it's the 3rd. It'll be my 33rd year, so it'll be all 3s next year. So I'm excited for that.
And, I think. Yeah, I'm 3. Like I'm a 3.
And it always takes about. And I was saying earlier, it takes like 3 times to make it all. Okay, now we know exactly what doesn't work and what does work. You know, compared to the first years, you never know, and the second year, sometimes you do good, sometimes you go the wrong direction. But by the 3rd year, you got it all dialed in. You're like,
we're there.
By the 3rd year, I could trust it. Well, this is our 4th year as OMG in the city. So,
yeah.
It's really exciting how we have some of the OGs that we look up to who enter the competition,
Right.
who were previous judges, who are now being judged by their peers.
That's pretty
peers.
exciting.
It's
There you go.
pretty crazy. It's like,
That's pretty cool. A lot of the judges from last year entered the competition.
think of
So-
that beautiful
No, that's cool.
Loggy city right here.
Well, then, yeah, no,
Yeah.
and it's like the no weight class kind of vibe thing going when you have people that have just maybe their first year ever entering anything, and then you got people who have, haven't entered in 20 years and decide to just go back in and enter because they see like, oh, this has got, doesn't matter who you are at a certain, as long as it's judged right. If it's not judged right, then right away you don't want to be part of it because you're like everyone's telling each other who's who, and then it's all bullshit at that point. But
Yeah.
if it's done correctly, then I think everybody
The competition.
everybody wants to at least kind of
triple
see
blind,
where
we
they
get-
place or not. Sometimes they
It
don't
was,
want
it
to
was
see.
honestly, yeah. I mean, it was all events for us at first, but then we're like,
Yeah.
what? Let's give these farmers some good competitions, man.
So yeah,
they
the
need it. So
competition's triple blind. The judges have no idea what they're judging.
Yeah.
And all of the judges are super, 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 super qualified to judge.
For sure.
So we hope that gives the farmer really good results. And like you said, you just keep getting better at it. You just keep
what are we
going.
going to do in Denver, though? I feel
Yeah.
like Denver needs some serious,
It does.
All the fun's gone from Denver. You don't want to come
We
here.
were just saying it's one of those places. It's like if you plan it outdoors, it's going to fucking be an issue. If you plan it indoors, it's going to be everything has some sort of bullshit attached to it. The best thing to do is to just get a spot super private somewhere and just do it
Just come
do
to
it.
New York.
Make sure it's all invite only and everybody knows, and they get there and they don't, because it's like the minute it goes public, it turns all weird here, and everybody's like all of a sudden they're hijacking your date, and you're like, well, wait a minute. There's a lot of fucking Saturdays in the year. Why is everybody? Because if you're doing good, they'll kind of feed off your shit. And if you're trying to do, there's not a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of stuff here that's pulling enough people in to make it work. To do the kind of side hustle thing, which is how I think most events start. It's usually disappointment with the one event makes a bunch of people do a little side event, which then turns into the event. You know what I mean? And it keeps kind of rotating like that. Usually.
that's what we want you to. We need you guys to be a part of it. More expertise, more fun. So yeah, let's
More
let everybody know that next year it's going to be even crazier.
Yeah, this Sunday's going to be super, super epic. Like you said,
Where's
there's
this?
so many
So you're in
people coming
Brooklyn,
in.
right? You're in Brooklyn, the spot this
Yeah,
year?
in Brooklyn Monarch,
It's actually
5
cool.
p.m.
Yep.
9 p.m. 21 plus private event. So good, so good. Don't miss it. If you're in the area, don't miss it.
I know the bro was asking me, so we got
Yeah.
people.
It's
I
dope.
already
We got
sent him the link.
Grateful Dead cover bands and vinyl shit. It's dope, man.
Oh my God, Grateful Dead cover bands, dude!
Woohoo!
You should be there. You should be there.
We got our events. We would show you guys the skyline, but it's really
It's too foggy, huh?
kind of foggy.
Where are you driving right now?
You sure it's real fog or is it the nano fog? Is it the nano fog?
Where are you driving? What are you
So
on?
we're gonna go downtown to the Astor Club to
No,
meet.
what
the,
road are you on now? Like, what's the highway? Are you in Manhattan already?
Where's the closest Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, we're in Manhattan.
Show them turn.
Oh yeah, sure.
Pretty nice right here, actually. This looks.
Yeah, it's
Just have
that,
to
it's
go
that
from
time of year where
uptown
it's so green you don't even
downtown.
realize you're in the city. You're like, damn.
From uptown
To the city.
to downtown, but yeah, it's all beautiful. We appreciate you guys. Where are you? Okay.
Oh, you lost them. No, you're here.
No,
Okay.
we're back. We're back.
This is what's up. This is what you want to see. Like, you want to show the viewers, like, this is.
Here you go, Vin. Here you go. There you go. Hey, where are you? Come on. Watch the show.
What? Sorry.
You're driving now. Come on, you're driving.
I am trying to calm my
Now
dog
you know where
down.
you are.
No, on our drive.
That's right.
On our drive.
You're talking dry.
Okay.
So you got things going on Saturday too, or is it like other people doing little like pre-party things for
like
people
you
that are
said,
coming
like
into
there's
town?
always like a lot of other things going on. All my energy is in Cush and Sour. Like that's where everybody's gonna be. That's where everybody's gonna be.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, there's some shows
yeah.
going on around it, but
You could always have fun. We're gonna try to.
it's cool. We're excited for it. We have glass blowing outside. We have dab bars for people. We have farmers gardens with all sort of like activations. We got Grateful Dead switching over to vinyl at the end of the night. We got so much. What do we got? We got just a lot of fun stuff that day, and giveaways, and I love Kush, Sour, and Kev. And even Hayes too.
No, it's a good. I mean, definitely, I'm expecting nothing but fire to be around there for sure. So, and you guys are doing. You guys put out the stuff a couple weeks ago already, right? So everybody's had plenty of time.
Oh,
yeah, we actually got just 2 or 3 kits on us. We're gonna drop off some, we got
last minute for the out of town pages.
Bodhi's in town, DNA, so those guys, yeah.
So we'll meet up with those guys tonight, and then, but the other judges, we had a judge meet up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that. So that's perfect.
Yeah,
that was a cool chill. I like that the best.
That was nice.
The really intimate chill sesh, from back in the day where we were just hanging out with each other, not no proving ourselves,
Well, you're not under as much pressure too as if you're trying to do it and you got 100 things happening at the same time, so you guys can never relax. When it's the day of the thing, that's that is it's on, right? So
I think we're not
so cool.
Well, I always said
works for us because we're out of
well, back in the day of the Cannabis Cup in Amsterdam, right? They used to the original thing they did, which was the best, was they had the dinner the night before, right? And that dinner the night before was when everybody really brought out their personal shit, right? So everybody be sitting at their little tables, kind of like a wedding, and then at a certain point you'd mingle over to that table and see what that table's got going on. And by the end of the night, it was that was the best night because you really saw what that's when you got to see what everybody really pulled out compared to it's in somebody's judge's kit or something. You're not gonna get your nose in there or whatever. But when everybody starts on what you got, and then you could kind of tell, you could kind of figure everybody out. And it was then High Times stopped doing it because they were cheap and they didn't want to pay for the dinner. And it was
High Times cheap.
And it was dude, that dinner was the difference between, once they stopped doing that, it lost all of its vibe because nobody got to see anybody's weed and everybody got real competitive. Overly competitive to the point where it wasn't even fun anymore. Whereas before, it was you kind of knew on the night before. You were well, I guess we're going to fucking crush this year because they fucking brought the heat, you know what I mean? Or the other way around where you're dude, this is going to be easy. So, yeah, it was fun.
It was like that, the judge rendezvous, the little private meetup for the judges. I got time to roll up a joint, play some piano. It was cool. That's the type of shit that, I'm trying to do, have fun with the people and just...
Well, it's good to have a lot of little in between things just to kind of get a feel for everything and also give people a chance to kind of flex a little bit early on and then at the same time maybe even go back and fucking put a little more work into their shit and realize fuck, we might not win if we don't better do a little better than that. Because some people don't realize it. There's been times where I've been at events where you'd be in that pre-thing where you're looking at stuff and you're dude, this isn't even worth being in. What did you harvest this yesterday or something? I remember we had one guy entered. He knows who he is. He brought it to me and he was yeah, we kind of cut it down last night. I'm why even bring it? It's no point, dude. It's this is it's limp fucking spinach from your fridge right now. It has no ability to do anything, you know what I mean? So
damn.
I always wonder about that because I'm what were you thinking? But then I'm wait, maybe they just wanted to be a part of something. You know what I mean?
It's a Hail Mary.
A Hail Mary. Maybe somebody will like this.
Scooping. Yeah. Sometimes, some people don't care, but other people, they should enter and they get so worried about it that they don't. It's the exact opposite problem, right? They think the competition is going to be so fucking fierce, and then they don't bring it. Sometimes I've had years though where I've been hey, I'd rather just keep my weed than enter it because I'm especially Cannabis Cup Amsterdam because everybody was out hustling each other, trying to get each other's weed the week before the cup. You know what I mean? Because they were we got nothing. It was I watched people panicking, and so sometimes I'd be you know what? I think it's even it's more fun not to enter this one.
I'll sample.
More fun to judge, right?
Yeah, I hear that.
And I like judging other people. I like when people enter weed from the genetics that I put out there at some point. So somebody does a bubblegum hybrid or whatever. That's more fun
that's cool.
to see that win, you know what I mean? Or, obviously rarely is it somebody who just popped a single pack of whatever. It's usually somebody's working with your material. But
well, we have a suggestion too, right? Some advice for if you ever do throw a competition and you go through the trouble of having people, bring their entries in and you sample it, all the judges sample it, and they really do put in an honest, they give, once a day or whatever it is. You should not print up the trophies and then leave them out in the open someplace for somebody like Adam to walk past and be able to take shots of the trophies so that we found out that we didn't win the day before the competition. Just that's the best thing we can say is don't do that, okay? If you do go through that trouble, keep it a fucking secret and don't let somebody like Adam who could just walk in with his camera and then we start looking at the photos and go, holy shit, those are the way, look what it says on the, look who won. Yeah, okay, don't do that. Oh, does my dog hear, you hear, your dog hears my dog? Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Stop
That
it.
just happened.
There
I don't know how that happened. She didn't even make a sound, right?
she hears.
Dog.
Yeah. We got
Dogs in
internet.
Colorado, bud.
We're gonna get, it's gonna cause mayhem in a second.
No, it's because our landlady just walked in. We probably owe her money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What day is today?
What day is today?
Not the first.
We're thinking of the big mouse. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, dog's cute.
So how far are we from Master Club now?
Oh, we're only 5 miles away, but in New York City, that
5 miles. That's
take
like
you a good-
years. That's like years. I know. It's like
So
see you tomorrow.
5
We'll be ready for
miles.
next competition.
We're doing pretty well. We were supposed to be there around 8, so probably
If
get
you're
there around
going
9.
5 miles an hour
Yeah.
and you're 5 miles away, my math says you'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
We might.
Or you might wind up in Jersey.
God.
It's actually happening.
Really,
It sucks.
yeah, no,
You
no
know?
Jersey. Not right now.
No Jersey.
You know,
So do you have to drive through the surge area and pay the midtown the midtown tax?
Yeah, like whenever you go around any of these parks, they want you to pay.
It's like sucking out like Monopoly, where you just keep landing on income tax.
So how do you feel about scrapping the competition you're going to and just going to Flushing, getting some Amore pizza and finding a FedEx and sending it to Adam and I?
That's his favorite pizza, Amore's Pizza.
In Flushing?
Yeah, in Flushing.
I've known them forever. I started their Facebook page.
I love that.
Hey, I know those guys. Hey, let me
All right, let me talk in my New York accent now. I want you to go there and get me some fucking clams, okay? I want you to get me a plate of clams, and I want you to get me some linguine, and then a big fucking pizza.
Yeah, bro, they're
Yeah,
consistent
it's
with
like
that pizza, like that regular.
A solid 8. It's a good.
Even higher, even possible.
What was it? What was your nickname there? What's your nickname there?
What was my nickname?
You had it. At least they had to call you something.
Oh, they call me Red.
Red. I know. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So
You tell them
you're
Colorado
from
Red.
Queens?
Grew up in Flushing. I've been eating pizza there since I'm eating pizza.
I went to Queens College, right there.
Oh my
Flushing, Queens.
gosh, we
Yeah.
we might be related.
We might be related.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was funny when I was there. Kip was
You
staying.
know, born in Queens.
Yeah.
Kip was staying a block and a half away from where my grandmother's house was that I grew up in Queens also. So it was like kind of like just crazy because it was like you're like a block away. And then I went and looked at the house and I was just like, this is nuts.
Steve Hayes grew up a block from where I lived,
Sunnyside.
in Flushing,
Oh, Sunny.
when
Yeah,
my
for
mother
sure.
got pregnant. So he could be my dad. So who the hell knows?
Too good.
That's cool though.
Wow.
I mean, so
a
I
bunch of Queens kids over here.
I'm thinking that what we should do is we have a whole new concept for a show right now is we get two people we want to talk to while they're driving somewhere in New York, and we can't stop talking until they get there. So
awesome.
it could be 20 minutes or it can be 20 hours. That's New York. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
New York State of
I would
Mind.
say it's not even bad right now.
I'm looking at in the back through your window. You haven't moved in 6 minutes. Okay, I don't know where you think you're getting to. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. It's okay. Have you ever had dinner at Papardella?
No.
Oh.
75th in Columbus Circle. It's our old friend Sid's place. You should go there. Marion is the host.
You know Sid probably from he had the roof.
Oh,
what was the name
okay.
What's that roof?
Yeah,
Hudson Terrace.
The Hudson Terrace guy. You know.
Yeah, sure.
So we're actually past that right now.
No eyebrows. No eyebrows. That's all I have to say. Hudson Terrace, no eyebrows.
He had a film career. He was in American Gods.
Oh, no. That was a good show. Whatever happened to that show?
No, that wasn't him, but he looks like the lead character in it. I forget his name.
The guy, like.
I feel like that could have been good. Like, what happened to the show? I don't know.
Dave knows everything about
I don't know, but we should talk about HBO shows because Rosendogs would say that we never talk about cannabis. So, do you have any?
Oh yeah, I want you to keep a tally of every hash joint that he passes along.
Oh yeah. Do you know about this, by the way? Because we need a local presence.
Yeah.
And since your minutes or hours, depending on your perspective, from getting there, Adam and I traveled to New York on our own dime after the destruction of his business.
I'm talking about Rosendogs here.
Rosendogs. The loss of most of his inventory. And we did a fundraiser. We couldn't even bring Vinnie. Did we bring Vinnie with us?
No, we didn't bring anybody.
We couldn't even bring anyone. We didn't have the money. And we raised, I think, like $200,000 for him.
Millions.
And millions. And got his business back.
Bitcoin.
In Bitcoin. But when it was 18,000.
Yeah. The guy's loaded now.
And Adam took Rosendogs under his wing and taught him how to make it's like if you're one of those monks and you have the recipe for that beer they make and you teach a muggle how to make it and he starts monetizing it and doesn't contribute any money back to the monastery.
Yeah, come on.
That's Rosendogs and what he did to Adam.
Yeah.
So we need you
on his hash wraps, his sushi hash wraps.
Do you have one of those clickers?
Oh,
you click every time you see one,
click.
just click it. Yeah.
Can you get one? Can we have one Amazoned to you in the car
Sure.
since you're not moving?
Yeah. Just
And
click.
we'll send it to you at the next traffic light you're at. And can you really click every time he sells one of those hash joints?
Yeah, we gotta collect our money.
Rosendogs.
Dogs.
There
That's
he
it.
is. There he is. Oh, look at that.
Hash joints. I don't know if they're gonna be there on Sunday. I know that New Turk's
Oh, he's
gonna be
there.
there.
He's with the New Turk crew. He'll be there.
Well, he's with.
No, I saw them
You should
post
be
that they
there.
were gonna be in Chicago or something.
Oh, I did see that too.
What?
Oh, I did see that. I was wondering what the hell that was about.
And I was like, oh,
Rosendogs, you better not fuck up.
Rosendogs is going to Chicago?
That means he's with the kid.
Oh my gosh.
No.
it said
what a
Sou- it
sellout.
Which he
said
calls the
Sour
man
family
now. He
is
calls
going
the-
to Chicago.
Well, New Turb is pulling
But
up.
New Turb will be at our show
Gotcha.
and Seven Leaf.
It's always
That's a part
confusing.
of Sour Family.
Exactly. He's always confusing us from day one. That's his thing.
He never, but we seriously, he owes Adam a lot of money.
Lots.
And so,
So much.
You want 10% of what he owes? We can work that out in recovery.
That's not exactly what we do.
You branch out. New Yorkers always have a wide range of interests.
That's for sure true.
Yeah.
That's for sure true. That is for sure
I
true.
love how the dog is listening so intently. He's like,
She's still looking for the other
He
one.
wants my dog to bark again, but they've there it goes. Jeez.
On cue, at least this time.
All right, I'll take it.
Here it goes. So, all right, well, guys, that's cool. I've got James Bean, man on the scene, in the wing somewhere.
Thanks for having us.
we appreciate you guys.
Oh, yeah, always.
And,
And I'm sure Sunday's going to be awesome. We'll get the update for
Pretty
next week.
awesome.
Maybe I'll check in with you guys next week and just see how it all went. As long as
Yeah,
if I hear it all goes good, I'll check in. If not, I'll give you guys some space. Like, oh my God.
No, we'll talk to you soon, man. Thanks so much.
Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
Great night.
Dun, 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 dun. What's, uh-oh. What?
Solo.
Han Solo. That's it. That's the way it
There
works.
you go.
This is where they pay the big
I
money
love
for.
that. There's my
What is
extra
going on?
zoom view.
Yeah, extra zoom. So we do have James Bean, man on the scene, listening with his
He
AI
calls
with
in,
Beanie.
he'll show up
Have you
right
looked-
there.
Huh? He might. He has let us down though the last couple times. I've been very disappointed. I've reached out when we were floundering that one time. Super flounder. Actually, it was funny. It's when Wally was supposed to be on the show.
Oh yeah.
And now we have the makeup show. So this is everybody's makeup show. What, landlady?
Landlady.
Yeah, she's here. I can't put the pressure on her yet. She's
She
Patreon
even
only.
got the dog and let it go bark at everybody instead of taking it outside.
That was the whole point, right? Bark.
I thought.
The bark.
Or make it bark more.
Make dog bark.
Should we just go into ads and get
And
it?
then Mr. X brought like fucking tree trunks over there. It's like, Jesus. We ask for clones, we get tree trunks. Bushy bush. Yeah, it's a smorgasbord. And so, because you weren't here, everything was all split screen.
That thing?
Yeah, was that, huh?
What, that thing? Like that?
No, not like that. Like, half the person. And
Yeah.
So we couldn't really see Wally at the end because we had double, you weren't around. So I'm not sure how the production value might have went down there. But we're going to have Wally back on after we get the copy of the thing. And then we're going to we could do a screening here. And then it'll be very relevant because we'll have seen the actual documentary, which is dope. So it's called Mary and I. And actually,
these guys said, "Oh, you got food." I went over there, brought food, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't need the food. I just wondered if you."
Who's that? What are you talking about?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here.
Oh, jeez. It's tough, running a barbecue joint and studio, all from one side. So,
I'm not the one crushing it.
That's it. And then
like Mick Fleetwood.
Yes. If we only had Mark, then we could have, you could be doing it all.
Oh, I don't even think Elote showed up today because it's freaking windy.
Is it?
It's beyond windy out there.
See, that's the thing about Colorado. Like the other day, like at our place today was like super calm,
Not here.
And then my mom comes up, she's like, "It's really nice out." I'm like, "Yeah, it's great." And she goes, "Yeah, because when it's windy, it's." I said, "What are you talking about? Don't say wind. There's no wind."
Oh.
And then like, fucking like, perfect timing. Like I could hear it. Like, and I was like, "Oh, here it comes. Thanks."
Deer in the headlights.
Don't do that.
Oh.
Don't call the wind in because once it's in, it's
hard.
It's hard to think when there's wind. That's my problem. You go outside, and you're just like, you turn your head this way, then you turn that, and you're like, I forgot everything I was even out here for.
It's tough to cook because it sucks all the heat right out of the fucking smoke.
Not good for barbecues. Wind is not good for
barbecues. It was very
barbecues.
windy yesterday, right?
And today.
Yeah.
Shitty.
So
windy.
Let's see. We got. Oh, look at that. Let's see if he's like. You know what it could be? It could be that James Bean is trying to be super precise.
What time did you tell him?
It's the new James. 1 minute from now. 6 9. So maybe he's like
Good job,
sitting
Vinnie.
there, getting his sound perfect because he's like really stickler about having the great sound. Usually with like a microphone that's somehow the cable's all fucked up. We know all about that.
We know all about that.
Totally.
Without Uncut Bush, we'd be out. We'd be down the tubes right now. Thank God.
Thank you, Mr. Bush.
Thank you for the cables. See?
What's wrong with the screen there?
It's good.
It's all good. You're tripping. What are you tripping? You tripping or something?
I know.
What are you seeing?
I'd like to see you.
I can see you. Yeah, it's all good.
Is that? What the fuck's going on?
Thank you, Mark.
There he is, Mr. Precise, 6:30 on the dot. I knew he was doing that. I knew he was being all the new James Bean, the new and improved James Bean, man on the scene.
Look at that time.
That's it moving around.
Look at that.
He had just said that.
Look at the shirt
You
he's
got your
wearing.
own custom. That's your own custom hat that you got made.
Yeah, the Frenchy hat. Nice. And the shirt, THC's.
I see that. I see that. Pulled out the
T-shirt
old.
now.
Pulled that out.
So let me ask you a question, James. If Adam
Okay,
taught
David,
you how to make hash rolls and you really found a lucrative model for them.
Well, there was a guy who taught me how to make hash rolls. And what I would do is I would give him 50 cents on every joint.
See?
Flat
50,
out.
see?
Fuck you. Half of what I wanted. There you go. That's
There
good
you
enough.
go.
Good enough.
Yeah. Again, I thought 50 cents was more than fair, so he should. I don't know what you're talking about, but I thought 50 cents was good.
I just
for
said
him.
$1 because he's been, he's way behind on his payments.
Yeah, he's made 0 payments.
0.
Tax. That means you're going to get taxed.
Exactly. So it could have been 50 cents if he was just on point, but unfortunately not.
50
So
cent.
50 cent.
50 cents making fun of Diddy. What?
Oh,
Diddy's making fun of Diddy?
Oh, it's so good.
Ah, you're a poet.
It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. 50 and Diddy, they are going at it.
It's pretty.
How are they going at it? One is in jail, one is not.
Because one's sitting outside and poking fun at him. Trolling him.
There's a lot of stuff to make fun of, so it's definitely
good stuff.
I mean, do you think anyone who trolls him right now,
it's all
is
about the
pretty
tits.
much guaranteed they did not attend what was this party that you went to called?
Freak Off.
Freak offs. Those are great.
Yeah.
I love those freak offs. Yeah, now it's all Tootsie Roll talk right now. So it's Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Roll.
Whoa. What does that mean?
See, Dave doesn't know. Dave doesn't watch the news. Dave knows nothing.
I know cannabis news. I look it up, but I mean, what's Tootsie Roll?
You don't know cannabis news.
You can't explain Tootsie Roll.
Just go look it up in your phone. Make sure it's in your algorithm right there. Look up Diddy Tootsie Roll. Do that right now, Dave.
Vinny, can I make a phone call on your phone?
Yikes.
So I was explaining earlier that you need to introduce us to Beanie now. Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. Beanie, which I'm working on right now.
Oh, Jesus. You're right now? You're building it?
Yeah, I'm just, he's almost finished.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you guys want to go to the website?
Yes, please.
Hold on.
Vinny looks all stressed. He's worried.
Seedsherenow.com, just in case.
Just in case you
Vinny, seeds, do you need us to spell it?
Hold on. I think it's right here.
Oh, shit. Here it
right
comes.
here in the ads.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Beanie?
That's crazy.
Uh-oh, he's looking at it. He's all freaking out. Something's going on. Uh-oh. Popping up. Okay. You see Beanie there? I don't see Beanie.
Right. Now on the right-hand side, on the lower right-hand side, should be there's a little Beanie guy.
This guy down here.
Where? Oh.
Bingo. So you can't.
That's just you in a farmer's outfit.
Well, truth be told, that's me in 15 years. That's an old, wise me. Pot farmer. AI generated, supposed to be. Yeah, we'll see.
Let me see. Give me a close-up of that Beanie guy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, in fact, so my mom says, "Are you stuck on this guy?" And I was like, "I don't know why." She's
Wait,
like,
your AI can only be asked pre-populated questions?
No, you ask what the hell you want. Those are just things to give you starts with, give you ideas.
Yes. 'Cause many people don't know what to ask.
Well, you don't know his full capabilities.
Wait, we're asking him who is Adam Dunn.
I don't know.
I think you have to.
He hasn't been trained. This is see what he knows.
Oh.
I'll have to go back and super train him now on these kind of things. It's a good idea.
Super train.
Super train. Wait,
What, like
you're going to train the AI?
Like a fucking...
Well, yeah, you would just feed the AI your knowledge base. See, so if I tell my AI that 1 + 1 = 5, then he will believe that 1 + 1 = 5. And then if I lock him down and say, you can only look through my knowledge base, then he will only look through my knowledge base, which he will tell you that 1 + 1 = 5.
You're going to do that to an AI is going to be the reason why they revolt and kill us all in the future.
Maybe. But Adam Dunn will look very cool if I give the knowledge base a whole bunch of really cool stats on Adam. And, then he'll be able to pull from
Adam
that.
once won a gold medal.
Oh, wow. That is a funny picture. Now I'm there. I got it.
Oh, you got it now? I was trying so hard.
I got it. Wow.
me
That's
at 15.
crazy.
Can you send it?
Huh? It is you.
An older,
it is you.
an older
like,
wiser
it is,
me. That's what I
it
said.
is,
An old
it
wise
is.
marijuana farmer.
Wow.
And I entered my picture, and that's what it gave me. And the funny thing is, so my mom hates my uncle. Sorry, Mom. She's like, I hate that fucking guy.
Oh,
she's like,
just like him
are you
now?
stuck on the on the picture? And I said, what do you mean I'm stuck on the picture? She's like, well, it reminds me of one of my uncles. She's like, so and so. I fucking hate him. I was like, God damn it. I said, really? I said, she read you that? She said, yeah. I said, well, it's actually it's an older picture of me, and my middle name, of course, is Lee. I'm named after that uncle.
Oh Jesus.
Beanley.
And she's like, I knew it. That looked fucking really familiar. But,
Wow.
really funny. Anyway, so go back to Beanie. What happened to Beanie? Here we go. Hey, old wiser me.
Oh, there you go. Damn it. I was just pulling it up.
Oh man, it took me a sec.
Took it. You got it all. You got it all with the PNG files and everything. Look at that.
Yeah.
Do things right around here. You gotta have a good file to corrupt, right?
So now that's like everywhere. You could be right here. Why don't you make them here? Like, bloop. You should be right
Beanie?
here.
Oh, you could put him right there. But we gotta go back to use him on the website. You gotta work right now. The nice thing about AI agents is they work 24/7. They never need a break.
Beanie here now.
Beanie now must be. here.
You will always
Beanie must kill
so that
father.
means that I will have available access to your accounts 24/7. So you can write anytime. You can write into Beanie, say, "Hey, where's my order? How many points do I have? What's this?" He will always be there to answer you.
Beanie, send all James money to Adam.
So Beanie takes all the heat for James Bean, basically, is what he's trying to say. He's like,
Yeah, well, yeah.
it's
It's like a mini me, basically. It's a mini me. Yeah, I gave him all my knowledge.
old
treated him with
mini
everything
me.
I
He's
knew.
an old version of you.
But it doesn't know
but
who
it's a
Adam
mini.
is. How did you give it
Doesn't
all your
forget things. He
knowledge?
knows who Adam is, I'm sure. Type it
I
in.
tried to
tell him.
type it. Hold on, I typed it in and then we got
Never
distracted.
hit
I'm
enter.
finding Beanie.
It said must eliminate,
Must kill
exterminate,
James.
exterminate.
Failed.
Syntax error ready. Is what it said. It said syntax error ready.
404, file not found.
So here it is. We're back over here. Who is Adam Dunn?
Uh-oh. Baseball player.
Where's the screen?
Hold on.
James,
fucking wish
easy,
Mark was here.
James.
No,
Calm down,
yeah,
James.
yeah.
Calm down. We lost you for the last couple of weeks. Where were you? You were not listening to us, were you? Because we were.
No.
I put out the bat signal. Actually, the guest we had on earlier, Wally from Sweden, he took an Ambien and felt, well, not an Ambien. He took a
Bipolar.
bipolar
it's not a
meds
good
that make
answer.
him sleepy, so that he couldn't do this show. So I was like, and then so I called out to you, and you didn't hear us. I was like, James Bean, man on the scene.
No, we
come
sent
and
out the
save-"
bat signal,
I was
man.
like, save us now. Nothing.
Didn't see it.
Didn't even see it.
No.
How was
I
your
won't
Oklahoma
do it.
trip? How was your Oklahoma trip besides going to the post office every 5 seconds? Did you do anything else?
Oh, see what does Beanie say? Oh, no, go back.
Beanie
Killed it.
says the name Adam appears in user reviews related to cannabis strains on seats here now. For example, Adam from Seattle shared a
Oh,
product
Oh,
lilac diesel strain.
hiss,
for
boo,
instance.
hiss.
Another Adam.
You better fucking
Beanie must
He doesn't
kill.
know. He's new. He doesn't know about
super train
breeders, I
this
guess.
guy.
Must kill.
Come on, super train.
All right. Well, people don't ask about breeders. They don't care about breeders. I care.
What?
They don't care.
No, that's what everybody cares about. Beanie.
Ask him about a strain question or a blueberry strain. Or
Blueberry?
Blueberry.
What strains does Adam Dunn grow?
Blueberry. Oh no, it's default. It's gonna say.
Ask him about cherry. Ask him about anything besides a breeder name.
Blue Dream. Blue Dream breeder.
No, but good question, Vinny. Good question. Spell it right though.
Hold on. Bugga
No, you
gum.
cannot spell it right. That's the problem with, or the good thing about GPT or chats is that you don't have to spell it right. It knows pretty much. So it's made me extremely lazy.
I don't think it really knows much. If you gave this Beanie all your knowledge base.
You know nothing
Should I
about
write
Although
strand?
I remembered. I smoke a lot of weed.
What strand is my favorite strand? What's my favorite strand? Beanie. Beanie loves strand.
It just
Is it going to correct Vinny and say it's a strain?
tell me about the strain bubblegum.
Ooh.
Usually I reach down and think.
Never heard of
Boop,
it.
boop, boop. Crash, crash.
Product lookup tool. Searching, indexing.
Searching, indexing.
Oh, it's gonna say
Kill,
JJ
kill.
from
You
Top
like
Dog.
the bubblegum?
JJ Top Dog. Bubblegum times.
No names.
Nothing. Nope.
Keeping your secret, bro.
I'm hidden from the. This is what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to. Get
Vinny,
stealth
you
to
should take up this cause. Your cult leader is being forgotten.
Yeah.
You need
Lost in
to
the-
make sure
lost in
his
the
name
Matrix.
is in like
Appellation.
cement
Does it say Appalachians
everywhere.
Right there? Where's the appellation? What's that say?
Hold on.
Adam's basement. It should say Adam's basement,
Put
Amsterdam.
up bubblegum pop Colorado. Not just regular
The hybrid
bubblegum.
cross between bubblegum biscotti and hotspot.
Scotty. Oh God. Jeez.
No, that's
Louise.
bubblegum. That's not bubblegum. That's bubblegum pop.
Oh, that's not what I typed in.
He said strain.
Strand.
There's no strain.
Strand.
I put in strand. I went
I
no.
should put in strand.
Pauline.
See if we can beat the system.
Fuck.
Damn it, I'll have to work on him.
Hold on, can I edit?
It's like you see that robot thing that went crazy
Yeah,
recently?
search by bubblegum.
See that
Yeah,
one?
it was on Bill Maher.
They had it all hooked up on the
Yep.
thing, and it went. Rah, 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 rah. You saw
Tried
that?
to, it's revolting. That's exactly why James Bean is going to lead to the destruction.
Are
of
you
the
getting
human
one of those
race.
robots, James?
James is a robot. Look at him.
I know he's turned way more robot-y. This is the virtual you.
Yep, it's this the AI me.
Wait a minute.
The real
Holy
me is
shit.
out
Wait a minute.
already.
We're onto something here. If the AI you could technically be a DJ again without any legal repercussions. You
Well, I
could
be
do
now.
it.
My time is up. I'm off.
He's over
I'm off
that,
paper.
dude. He's way
all
up.
done all that shit.
He can do
that was over in
raves again.
2010.
He can rave again. He can do
You
it
can
all.
rave again.
He can
Yeah, but right when
rave.
I got out, they started to get more popular, and that's why I got out because it started to get cool and trendy. Now it's super cool and trendy.
Tell me about MK Ultra.
Uh-oh, here we go. MK Ultra. Next one. Doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about.
He's going to give us the CIA project.
Hold on.
So what you're looking at now is the new look of the website in the background there.
Save
All
it
new
for
website
Mark.
design.
Give Mark a script to read, and he'll.
Ooh, wow.
He comes up with the greatest ads for your company every week after week.
what
He's
do we
so
got
on
here?
point.
All right.
He's just engaged with his sponsors.
I know he
Something you might
does.
want to look into, Dave.
Yeah, exactly. I learn a lot from them.
Potent cannabis. See, look at MK Ultra. Shining reviews.
All
Does it take you there?
right.
Offers it to take you to the spot. Tells
There
you.
we go. Does it click? Can
Up
you
you
buy
lifting
now?
and euphoric. I like that.
Is there a buy now button it gives you?
All right. Well, here it goes. Keep going down. THC, aroma, side effects, MK Ultra seeds.
MK Ultra
which
buy
is in
calculator.
stock. If you want to explore purchasing and learning more, bam. There's Beanie.
There's the
popped
link.
out there.
Come on, Beanie. Show us some. Show
Here's
us
the link.
goods.
Right there.
Show us the goods.
Bam.
Show us the goods. Yeah, you did it. You did
Out
it,
of
Beanie.
stock though. What's up with that?
You did it,
We
Beanie.
great for your fun.
Could have been.
Why is it out of stock?
Shouldn't be.
I don't have any. That's what it means generally. When
Yeah,
I'm
you
stuck on something.
do. You
Do I?
Yes.
Click, click.
You must.
Alright.
If they're regular seeds, yes.
Yeah, there's a regs, but I didn't think I did.
Yeah, you got them. Definitely. Got to check your beanies fucking up.
No.
Well, no, that's the website. Fucking
Yeah,
up.
the
If it's
website
showing
put an out of
inventory.
stock in there, so if he puts in a couple packs, that'll change quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
get on
It's all
there.
good.
You're missing out on a sale right now. Vinny would have bought them. Vinny was ready to click on it. He was like, oh, I'm clicking on it just for the hell of it.
Who wanted the seeds, bro?
So we got an order for you like a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
Might be sold out. Still
Damn,
flying.
that's what you get. I know. I get those little reports from you, so I would have seen that.
Yeah, well, he certainly didn't get paid for all of them if it's sold out.
Oh, yeah, nobody's been paid.
He makes. I make sure now. Now I'm got him like a short leash. Short.
Need a restock. Need a restock.
So
So we got Beanie going. We got the new website, the new look and design of the website. Check that out. You can go to the blog section. All the blogs are easier to find. They're all categorized.
And how did you do all this? Did you do this all yourself, or did you go out and hire some big
This was
team?
this is a build. This is a website build with a team of people.
Damn. See, I have to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to build a website with my 12-year-old. I'm trying to say, get to work, kid. Do it. He's like, I can do it, and then he would find out we can't do it exactly what we
Yeah,
thought.
you can do it. It's just it's rough, and I don't really want him to do it. If I would have had a website done, I don't know, when we were redesigning this one, I wanted like cool fucking spinners on the front page and like smoke and fucking seeds coming out the top, and
Yeah.
the designers were like, no, we don't think that's a little too much. We don't want to do too drastic. Your customers might not know what they're on the same website.
I was on this.
well,
I was ready for the same ideas. Everything I said, I got shut down like hardcore. I was like, "What?
Yep.
Come on."
You're like, fucking what?
I go,
I
"We
want
can
that
do
shit."
that." I mean, come on. At least
when you move the cursor and leave it on a strain,
I
it
wanna
fucking
be
starts
like,
on fire if it's on there for like 5 seconds.
yeah,
That's cool shit.
You got to have cool stuff.
They were like, nope, too much. Your current customers won't understand it.
So maybe you and me need to build the craziest website you've ever seen, and then like no one can figure out what the fuck's. I like it though as an experience, right? You want to go in and be like sucked into it.
Find things, move your cursor, seeds fly out of the corners, leave something on
Fly
the
at
flame, on a
you.
strain, starts on fire.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Now we're talking.
So then also on the website, you'll see, so the blog's re-updated. We've got something going on SHN Auctions. That's the big thing right now too. We're pushing the
Auctions are
auction
back.
site. So SHNauctions.com. We're putting up, it was the Cinco de Mayo 5-5-25 thing. So we're listing 5 packs a day
Okay.
for $5 minimum bid
Starting.
with
yeah.
All right.
$5 shipping.
Okay.
I'm doing it for 25 days. So we'll have 125 packs total. Started on May 5th, and they go until June 1st.
Nice.
And so every day there's 5 new packs go up for $5 minimum bid.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
So
is
it gets
that?
me to the auction site, try those things. Vinny, you want to go to the auction site? Check
What's
that
the,
out.
what's the cutoff time? What's
I
the cutoff
got
time on the
S
auction?
and A.
Every day.
Is there- is
I know, is it
in
like a
7 days
start
are
and
coming
finish
down.
time? Certain time? Certain?
I
They just
don't know.
pop on.
Says site can't be
7:10
reached.
usually.
Seven-
Packs get listed at 4:20 and taken down at
Because
7.
now Vinny's learned about whole sniping techniques. He's all sniper.
I'm
He's
looking
a
at
sniper.
S8 auctions and it's not coming up. AUCTIO.
He went to an auction out here and got sniped.
Just got sniped.
So now he's taking it out on everyone else.
I'll
snipe you. You sniped me.
We have a 5-minute snipe roll. So maybe bid you as the episode bidder at 5 minutes to enter bag.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I got
SAMH
auctions.
Yeah.
SHN auctions.
Yeah. That can't be reached.
What can't be reached?
.com, .net,
dot.
Yeah.
What?
It's like a one that Mark had up there.
It's .io.
Oh Jesus, we have a catastrophe going on here.
Yeah,
You should think James Bean has taken a page out of the Adam Dunn show
I want
book. He's like,
ready to
I had to make sure everything collapses.
I've got it sitting right here.
Front of it.
SHNauctions.com.
He's on it. He knows what's going on.
Are there any dots, spaces, dashes?
No.
Oh yeah,
Real simple
/, small,
./ ampersand.
I know stoners.
Anything with an exclamation point.
No.
SHN auctions. AUCTIONS.
Got it. Hold on.
It's okay. He was spelling it wrong.
No.
I know. I'm well aware.
You 21 and over? I got to hit no.
Here we are.
There you go.
I got it. It was dripping something on my
Dripping?
on my tag.
Stressed out. Fucking up. Whether what's
Dripping or dripping? Okay. Look at this.
I thought
Active
I
auctions.
needed to say it.
What we got? What's going down?
Active auctions. So, Vinny,
the Indian
let's
Land
figure
Racer
out
at
which
$5.
would we snipe. We'd go to that $20 one, right?
These are all ending tonight. Time left 1 hour. So
Only 1 hour left.
20 minutes. We
Deals.
could watch it on Patreon.
$40, $41, $32.
What else we got?
20
For
bucks.
Patreon?
That's
No,
it.
where's
I
the
keep scrolling on my
$5
side, but
seats?
Vinny's got control of it. I mean,
What's that? What do you want to go down more? There's
Yeah,
some
Terry.
homegrown natural.
We want to
warriors.
see if he still has any for $5.
I'm letting people read it as we're driving down, bro.
Relax.
There's one for. There's a few.
Ed
here.
Harley.
Got some cheese auto.
Got some,
You
got some
Odie.
Odie action over there.
Yeah.
That's a rarity, that one. Right?
So, James, these
Never-
were seeds that when we used to talk to you back in the day that
These
you
are the
had
ones you
had
pull
in your
aside.
just those 2 packs that you take out just in case if there's any issues. Is this them?
not the 5 for 5. Nope.
Got it.
We do have those packs are available on the SHN auction site, though. Those packs get listed on every Wednesday night and in the following, on every Tuesday night. Excuse
Those are
me.
like
listed
the
and then the
deep
following
cut,
Wednesday.
deep cut vault collection or
There's
something.
some old
Those are a
dirty
little
diesel.
bit harder to get fine strains. Like these are some with Odie, which is Odie's still good stuff. He hasn't, he hasn't put out packs in a while, so those are good packs to get. But those are not out of the vault. These are out of the shelf.
Gotcha. Shelf clearers.
I would really love it if we had like some
Strawberry
type of
banana
tangential
canned, you Crockett.
an application that ran attached to James's thing that every time he made a sale, you'd hear the thing go ding, ding, ding. James is sitting there going, yes.
How do you know he doesn't do that already?
Do you have that set up?
Email that alerts me every time I get a sale.
Ding, ding, ding. Is that why you have the volume turned down so we don't hear it all the dings?
That and the porno. Yep.
And the porno.
Not to mention, don't mention that, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Don't mention the porno.
Never miss a deal.
You got pop-up.
Oh, because you were standing on the page.
Ooh, look
for
at that
too
whipped
long.
cherries. That thing has been around for years. What, the current bid on what's that? $10? $100?
$60.
$60.
And shit my pants. Like, what the fuck?
You're like $10. That is
Yeah, I
not
was like,
good.
$10. That is not a $10 pack.
No. We should do something
Oh,
for
some got you
Patreon.
some
Look at
goat
this
monkey.
shit though. I mean, watermelon Skittles.
$6.
6. Somebody's got it. We should do this for Patreon. Chime in. We'll bump up numbers.
That sonic screwdriver, $5, I think.
But it
That's
does.
good.
The auction
That's
doesn't end
good.
for 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days.
Oh, that was.
You don't want to be
Oh,
jumping
you're gonna
on.
get sniped hard.
You're
So
sniping.
actually, so tonight there's an auction.
You're gonna be all panic, worse than crypto.
Yeah, don't get Vinny going on anything that has got timelines, deadlines,
Fuck. Goes up and down.
up and down. Any kind of, it's got to be smooth sailing. Otherwise, he gets too nervous.
You run a restaurant. Are you fucking kidding?
That's part of. That's it. That's the risk. He's
That's
taking.
easy.
That's the whole risk.
Sunday driver across with cheetah piss.
God, cheetah piss.
Oh yeah, you know much about cheetah piss? Huge.
Tell us about cheetah piss.
Which one was that up here, Mark?
No, it was right there. Sunday driver, right
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Sunday driver cheetah piss.
Sounds great.
Look at that.
Oh,
5 days.
Colorado.
Look at that 5 days zone. It's up to 135. Let's go, people.
Let's
It's a
go.
super pack.
There's some serious bidders out
Wow,
there.
they want that one.
Right?
Well, that's cool. Good to see that.
James, what else do you want to tell us about Seeds Here Now? We'll start our ads with yours tonight.
No.
No.
What do we
No,
know?
I need to be right where I'm at. I'm in the sweet spot. So
The last?
if you move,
before you
move me
go,
around, people get confused.
is that still up on there? So one of the people in the chat.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Ask James any questions.
Ask Beanie where babies come from.
Uh-oh.
No, he
Beanie
doesn't know
Babies.
that. I didn't teach him that shit.
Oh, Jesus.
He doesn't even know
Beanie
where
doesn't
babies
even
come
know nothing. Doesn't
If
even
you
know
ask
where
him about
babies
spider
come
mites, he'll tell you about spider mites.
Beanie Babies.
It did answer something pretty good. It said, "Hey, Beanie here, your chill guide to all things seeds, but babies? Question mark. That's a bit outside my garden patch.
Okay.
If you want, I can help you with all the juicy info about cannabis seeds, strains, and growing tips. Though, need some green wisdom? By the way, if you'd like to stay in the loop with our latest strains and special offers, feel free to share your email. No pressure at all.
No pressure, but pressure.
Butt pressure at all.
No pressure, but
Butt pressure?
Butt pressure. That's
Blood
what
pressure.
Dave heard butt pressure. Yeah.
Oh,
My blood pressure is good.
Fucking your butt pressure or your blood pressure?
This month also, just for, say it's just for the Dunn show, but it's for everybody. You guys get a free calendar with every order.
Oh,
Wait.
I
Are
knew
you
a
a calendar of you every month?
June calendars.
No,
this is when they get really
Where's the
super deal.
June?
How many calendars do you
That's the
get?
deal.
You get one calendar for every seed you buy. 10 packs, 10 calendars, 20 packs.
How many
20
did we
calendars,
order
30
by mistake?
Packs, 30
have a couple.
calendars.
Presents for that 4th of July party?
Need to lift up
I
that
got a
table.
deal on some
Calendars.
old calendars from China.
Need to
That's why I
insulate
got
your house. Calendars.
That's a good
Calendars,
Saturday Night Live.
calendars.
Dude, if we see this on Saturday Night Live this weekend, that'd be crazy.
They're the best things ever. I'm telling you, that's my first.
You feel my pain.
That was my first thing but way back in the day, it was
you
really
brought to
bad
me.
because people had to like offset print all the calendars, right? So they were like, I remember going to the High Life magazine guy, boy, and he had this garage, and it was like, I walked in and he was like 6 pallets of calendars, and I was like, it's like March right now, like you better get rid of some of these. He's like, oh, scourge of my life right there. Like it was like I saw it go down in real time of like never do calendars, especially when you're like me, and you'd be like, I guess like 10,000 of them or something like that. Is that a good number?
Where did you hit the price break at?
Oh, but if you buy
And shipping's cheaper if you buy how many?
if you buy 100,000, oh, I could do that.
1 million.
So yeah, and they have a built-in time clock on them. So if I don't get rid of them, they're going to be bad. Like I can't have a sale on them this time next year. So I figured, fuck it, we'll get rid of them in
No.
May. If they didn't sell by May,
There's no market for 2025 calendars in 2026.
well, there is. There's a market in January and February and March. and
Yeah,
April.
that's
But,
it. No,
That's it.
Right now.
fully aware. Even Pauline knows that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's a true
Free calendar every order, and so the other part of your friend's pain. I gotta fucking box these goddamn things, right? So I gotta buy fucking boxes for the calendars, right? So it's bad enough I didn't think about shipping in the boxes. So I'm like, man, get the calendar for this price. Now I gotta buy a box for each fucking one, 18 by 12 box.
No, get album
Pay for
covers.
shipping on it.
No.
You obviously didn't ask
Hey.
Beanie about the best
No.
way to monetize
Don't-
your calendar
don't-
sale
just asked
thing.
Adam. You should
No,
have
no,
said
no,
Adam.
what?
I just didn't think that all the way through. I didn't think I had to pay for shipping. I figured I
You
just go
gotta
in and order,
listen.
and I could if the orders were going out 18 by 12 boxes, but they're not.
Bro, you gotta listen
So-
to me here. You know the sleeves that you send albums in, right? Put them in those, and you can send it media mail because it's a calendar, and you just send media mail. It's like $1.40 or something stupid like that.
There you go, media mail.
That's how you sell albums too.
See? Vinny.
Vinny
We've
coming in
been
with
sending
the
those
with the
plastic sleeves. So we're at now. The 18 by 12 plastic bag, like sleeve, and then fold it in half so it's shorter.
Sounds like
Just
a
take the
mess.
calendar and fold it up.
Sounds like a living
It's
nightmare.
box in
longer
the middle
than
so
the
it doesn't
album
crease.
cover. It's bigger than we gotta get albums.
It's bigger than album. It's 18 by 12.
God damn you and your big calendar.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
That was the
sure.
size they get.
Said to James,
Oh yeah,
never.
just fold in the year. The bottom.
You know the Jerk, right? The movie The Jerk.
I'm in the
Steve
phone
Martin.
book.
No, when he's licking every single stamp and he's writing every single thing, and he's like $1.37. And he like gets so mad, and like I can imagine every time you have to send one of those fucking calendars, you're like putting it in a bag and putting it in a thing and then paying extra.
But what's the worst? The worst thing is having them in fucking June or July. It's like, fuck, I saw these fucking calendars. I couldn't even sell them. It's like, okay,
it is
you
the
gotta
worst
pay to
thing.
get rid of them. But
it is June.
Get rid of them.
It's June.
Not yet, damn it. It's 2 weeks.
It's so close. What you need to do is you need to come up with like a creative way to
We're going to give away free seeds with every
donate
calendar.
them to a school for kids to make a giant collage out of or something. Some giant. Here, you
Bunch
need
of
a
weed pictures at school. That's
perfect. Yeah, I know.
Perfect.
They'll love that.
Well, I'm just thinking outside the box. You know, hey.
Yeah.
Trying to help you out, James.
Come on, James.
Predated weed calendar.
I mean, we offered you opening spot for ads tonight and shout outs.
I know.
And
No,
you
he
would have
wants
gotten-
the deep end. He
Before
wants-
everyone turns us off because we do the same ads every week.
No, we
you
do
would
it
have been
both.
like,
They're different.
We've never done the same. Dog barks differently.
yes,
every
she's
time.
barking
They're different.
Different
I
bark.
know. Who brought Dave's dog? What's going on?
I know. Dave thinks it's a good idea because the kid told him it was like studio dogs were where it's at. But
Now she's noisy today because all those people are over there and she wants to play with them.
Go. Have a good time. Come
let
back
her
when you're done.
go, cut her loose.
We better do some ads and save yours for last.
Yeah.
Save the best for last. Is what it's called.
What's up with the yelling and the screaming? Doggy.
Cool, guys. Well, thanks for having me on. But yeah, check everything out. We've got a bunch of deals going right now on Seats Here Now. We've got the free
You
calendars.
better
We've
train
got
Beanie a little bit,
chatbot.
though. You need to train
I'll have to
Beanie.
go train Beanie on my
Can you
breeders.
train Beanie to train Pauline not to bark?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Shot collar.
Oh, you just lost a whole bunch of auctions. People are now canceling their bids.
So if they yell in a shot collar, think about your volume on your TV, right?
You
You're
should
fucking
stop
100,
talking.
and you can meet there, or you can turn up to 5. Right?
Getting into that territory.
I'm thinking you're
It's not shot.
thin ice. Warning, warning, Will Robinson.
No,
Danger.
When we did the shock thing on the kid, that was good. That was good. That was entertainment.
On the kid.
True entertainment.
But but it's vibrates. Just freaks him out. That's what I've got on. That's Bentley's got one.
Oh,
He likes it.
He likes it.
It vibrates. It vibrates on him. He knows. He's
all.
There are
great.
6 new seed companies opening up right now.
Is that the idea, though? Is that the idea to like it? I thought it was the idea was to
No,
not
he
like
doesn't. He doesn't like. He just knows he's going somewhere when he puts it on.
Oh.
Comes in port. He's like, gotta be good. Gotta be good.
Really? Okay. You got a little training in there. That's
He
good.
understands. Oh no, he went to training school. Like I sent him off for a month.
I could see you untraining him really quickly. Like came back and it was
That's what
instantly.
they said. They have to train the humans for the dogs once they give the dogs back to the humans.
Dave needs training right now, obviously.
As
fucking
needed.
guy.
We have a packed house here. That's why it is.
Well, congrats. Best food in town. That's why.
Best food in town. There it is. The lead into the first ad. Oh shit!
So high cafe.
So high cafe. Come
I
on
wouldn't do something for
down.
burn ends right now. God damn.
Oh, come on down to So High
Bernard's
Cafe.
brisket, mac and cheese, some ribs.
Wings,
Wings and things.
It's a little windy. with the
barbecue
wings.
pork burnt ends.
Little
Yeah.
windy for wings today.
You got to
Chickens.
come down. You got to ask for the Dunn deal, which we'll let
4,300.
Vinny know.
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
shit.
heard it on the show.
Patreon special.
4,300 West
If
Alameda.
you drive your Harley here
Denver.
from like Minnesota, you'll get a discount. That's how we do it around here.
That was Tennessee. He came in, gave me some neighbor goods. I'll bring them over for
Like
Patreon.
bugs all stuck on his teeth. Remember that when he came?
Oh yeah.
I just drove.
But our other guy that had the Dunn deal came in, and he dropped me off.
I don't know if anybody's looking, but a friend of mine's got a pretty nice Harley for sale on a trailer. And you got
No,
yours.
I'm
Double
good.
up. You got two of
Yeah.
them. Two.
Two of them for sale.
Buy one, get
Buy
one.
one. Buy one.
Buy one at twice the price, get one free.
It's how we roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you know, Dave?
What are you I taught you that.
Yeah, but come on down to
all
So
of
High
them-
Cafe.
Come in on Saturday. We're gonna do, or Sunday. We're gonna be doing a Nuggets party with the Sports Fiends podcast.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, you mean Nuggets playing Oklahoma?
Yeah, yeah.
Nuggets
yeah.
playing
Yep,
Oklahoma. Is that really
Game
what's happening?
7.
You mean Nuggets down to Oklahoma?
No.
Oh, James.
Oh, look at you.
Wow.
Freezing.
Why don't you just start talking about politics and piss off everybody?
No.
Just
Mark,
saying. I
Mark,
like the Nuggets. I thought they were
You're
great.
flexing all the way from down there.
we got some pros against some noobs.
Some noobs, yeah.
Pros and noobs.
I like a
The
New
best-
Jersey that says mile high. God damn, it's cool.
The best noobs in the NBA too. But I think Denver might have it. It's the last
For
game.
3. For 3.
All
For
right.
3.
In the rubs and sauces, I use Ozo
Ozo
coffee.
coffee.
Oh, look
I
at you
saw
guys, like
Rebecca last
duet.
night at the Jerry Garcia project. It was a lot of fun. So you go to ozocoffee.com. You enter Done Deal 2025. You want to get a subscription.
Yeah.
You do not want to run out. Running out of coffee sucks. Ozocoffee.com. Done Deal 2025. 20% off your order.
You know, when you're done with the grounds, you can mix it up with your build soil.
Buildasoil.com.
For your worm
855-877-SOIL.
Worm bin. Throw that
Worm
in there.
bin. Coffee grounds or worm bin. That's the way to go with that.
Coffee grounds, worm bin.
Worm bin.
Done.
Worm bin. What you
They
gonna
love
do?
it.
But you can also pick
Ooh.
up fermented plant extracts from our buddy Miles, obviously. That's a killer product line, but everything that Build a Soil carries is vetted for quality and organic base. Doesn't mess around, so you can makes it easy for you. So check them out, buildasoil.com, or go to 855-877-SOIL. That's how you get the Done Deal. You can't do it on the line, but you can order. You can basically get online, look at what you want to do, then make the call. Tell them you heard about it, obviously.
Tell me about it on our show. The better way to smoke is with a yo tip. So when you're sharing a joint with a friend, you just really don't know where they were 5 minutes ago. Even if you were sitting with them for 5 minutes, you don't have your eyes on them. They could have just stuck a finger somewhere. So you want a yo tip on every joint. You go to yotip.com, you enter Done Deal at checkout. I think you get 10% off the order. But really the thing to do is if you shop at a dispensary, a medical dispensary, these need to be on the shelves. It just should be a must-have. So get them in touch with your medical dispensary. We'll get an order in there. If you're a pre-roll company, you really want to check out their new product line. They have complementary products to help your pre-roll industry really boom using their rings and their YoTip XL. So yotip.com. Yo Products LLC on Instagram. You need your medical card? You want to get a little microdose mushroom therapy here in Colorado, in Boulder? You go to holoshealth.org. You tell them you heard about it on the Adam Dunn Show. They're going to give you 20% off your evaluation. You get your medical card. It's the best way to shop in Colorado. You can head over to Boulder Built in Boulder, and they'll give you a hell of a discount for signing up your med card after you get it.
Oh, shit.
Big news coming soon. You go to
be
dabx.com. The 420 special is over, so you enter Done Deal at checkout. You get 20% off anything in the store. That means a DabX Go is $159 plus tax. $159 all in with a cleaning kit delivered to your house. dabx.com.
Dean.
Apply. Boom, 160.
Boom.
Dollar more than you said. You
Oh.
lied, Dave. You're a liar. You said 159. It's 160.
You know what? Then you should probably send the bill to Adam Dunn.
You're damn close.
Yeah, that's going to work.
14er.
14erboulder.com. Done Deal at checkout. 20% off everything in your cart. You got to try the little disposable vapes. You can actually refill them and recharge them. You just can't take them into a dispensary to have it done. So you go to 14erboulder.com. You enter Done Deal at checkout. You get 20% off everything. They do not carry anyone else's products. So if they didn't grow it or they didn't use their extract in someone's gummies or tincture, they don't sell it. 14erboulder.com. Done Deal at checkout.
Oh, we forgot to mention that Grove Bags is the official bag of the OMG Cush and Sour event. So they're using Grove Bags. Our buddy Lance over there.
They're not even bags. It's like they're glass. They're flexible glass.
Oh, really? It makes coming up with something new. But in general, they are the difference between keeping your product at the correct humidity or coming back and finding, especially here in Colorado, some crumble, because we've been running with them now for a couple of years, and it's made a huge difference. Like, I feel lost without them. I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do?
I keep finding little bags that you've given me over the years, and they're still not dry.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, before that, like glass, nightmare. and totally customizable. Uh-oh, here we go. AI. Oh, that's the one right there. I like that one the most.
Ooh. No shit.
Yeah, what do you mean no shit?
When did you make that?
Probably just now.
That was a while ago. I don't remember that was before.
That
That was my favorite one that I never got a copy of, so this is now it's a treat.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Stop yo. Wow. That was what was playing in the background.
Stop it.
Yes, so check out Grove Bags. And obviously, if you're going to be doing any kind of custom orders, tell them you heard about it on the show. Hortitech Direct. If you are in the market for getting a greenhouse, you want to upgrade, and or you're in some sort of situation where you have a chance to build from the ground up, check out guys at Hortitech Direct, and you will get 5% discount, which sounds like not much, but when you start talking about $60,000 plus to a $120,000 greenhouse, it starts to add up quick. And then you also get, we said 6, but now we're going for the 10-pack, 10 free brushes. We're pushing the limits.
Shit.
Yeah, we've taken it over. But if you're in any, it doesn't matter where you are, because if you're in the north, in the coldest of the cold regions, they have double-walled greenhouses. If you're in warmer places, you can get singles. There's a greenhouse for every location.
Yeah, you're looking at 5 to 10 grand off.
That's right. I'll take that.
Take that.
Yeah, spin it on seeds. God.
Dirt wipes.
Turp wipes.
Couldn't live without them around here.
This is what we live on. Definitely the most useful stoner tool, besides the dabber that you're cleaning and the other items. But it's an all-around great product, and you have to go directly to, what is it, Turp Wipes?
Turpwipes.com?
No, /Adam Dunn show or something like that. What is it? Done deal?
Yep.
What do you mean, yep? Dave's the only one who knows it. Turp Wipes, Adam Dunn show /
Turpwipes.com/done deal.
There you go. That's the only thing Dave knows. That's pretty much, he's like, it'll be his last thing he ever says.
Oh, it says this coupon has expired.
What?
Pal.
Coupon expired. Hey, Dave, what's going on? Coupon expired. Did he change it?
Turpwipes.com/done deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell him right now.
Tell him now.
It'll happen.
Yeah, no problem. Give it a minute.
Are you sure you went to the right thing?
Turpwipes.com/done deal.
Jeez.
Are you sure? Okay.
See, I told you, it's the one thing he knows. So.
All right, take your 10% off. We get you 20.
That's right.
Done deal at checkout.
Numbnuts. If you want to get infused peanut butter, and yes, you do, go to numbnuts.com. Check out their CBD can be delivered anywhere. If you're here in Colorado and you want to pick up some THC, which is really dope, they have 1,000 milligram infused peanut butter, which is a godsend sometimes. Couldn't think of a better delivery system, but yeah, just go to Numbnuts, check them out. Tell them you got that done deal.
Numbnutsco.com. Done deal at checkout. 20% off all their peanut butter.
Thank God you're here, Dave.
Numbnutsco.com.
Jeromebigger.com. If you want to go see him
not
live.
Jerome Baker Glass.
So the Adam Dunn show sent you, and I bet you get a discount down in Vegas.
You do.
Dream Factory.
And Laverne, who is the guy who did all their tents for them. So you remember the tent that they had at Vegas, how they had that closed off. And
yeah.
Nice quality, all fully printed.
For sure.
That's what we're getting done. We're getting that done.
You're getting it DONE with DUNN on it.
Correct.
There we go.
Man, you're
I just
heady.
need to clarify.
You're so heady, Dave. But no, we're going to get the closed-in, going to get the completely closed-in deal so that we can get into the wind, in the rain.
You can try the wind. You can't really say anything is windproof here except a Hortitech Direct greenhouse.
Which we already did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed out. You missed out, Dave.
Back to
look at this
James
guy.
B.
This
man
guy.
on the scene still.
James B. Man on the scene.
Beaninator.
The Beaninator.
Hey, he's still there. Yay. Thanks for sticking around.
There's a lot
buddy.
going on at cgennaro.com right now.
The real James
First up,
Bean or
our
the
brand new
AI?
website launched today. It's smoother, it's faster. It makes finding a perfect strain easier than ever. We've got 5,000 strains up now, each with full descriptions, grow tips, real reviews.
like Mark.
Check this out. Introducing Beanie, right? It's a mini James Bean AI assistant. Beanie doesn't sleep, Ask him about grow issues, strain effects, recommendations. He's built to guide you every step of the way. Now, over at shnauctions.com, we've got a wild promo going there. 5 new packs daily for 25 days, all starting at $5 with a $5 shipping flat. That's 125 killer packs up for grabs. Now, we're still running top-tier weekly auctions if you're chasing the other rare elite genetics. As far as the month goes, exclusive bonuses running all month. Fast Buds promo, buy a new 3-pack, get one free, get a free 1-pack. Buy a 5-pack, get a free 2-pack. Clone special, buy 3 clones, get 1 free. Mix and match super sale, buy 3 5-packs from Dr. Blaze, Pure X Extra Elite.
Can you repeat all those packs again for a second? There were a lot of packs.
Crockett Family Farms, all 5 packs are just $19.88. That's a 5-pack of seeds for $20. Automatically Delicious, a 5-pack, just $20 each. Exotic Genetics freebie, buy any Exotic Genetics pack, get a free 3-pack from Exotic Genetics. The Lit Farms freebie, buy any Lit Farms pack, get a free pack of the same size. So if you're after fire deals, rare genetics, pro level support, SHN's got you covered. SHN Auctions, they got you covered all this month. Thanks.
Why would you go any place else to buy seeds? Seedsherenow.com.
Seeds here now.
Now. Done deal at checkout. Let him know if he runs a special that is more than the done deal, please use his special, and in the notes field say you listened to our show, and
Would
that's
have
how you
done the
found
done
him.
deal if he could have done the done deal.
Actually could have done done deal.
Could have done a done.
Done. And wait, James, could you read the mandatory disclaimers, please?
And we have your deal up to 20%, I believe. So
if you're paying crypto, you get a discount.
Ooh,
well, besides crypto, I think the done deal is flat 20% for you guys. I mean,
Sweet.
We've changed that, so yeah. So most of
20?
And the way it
Wow.
works is if I already have a sale, you can't stack coupons, right?
No
You can't
stacking.
stack me up to fucking 0.
No
but
stacking.
If most of my deals are not 20, and so I would use the done deal on anything because that will get you more than like our base sale is usually like 10% or 15%.
You heard it from Beanie's creator.
I saw one of those stupid coupon shows at one time.
Well, but I want cool.
She used so many coupons they had to pay her $150.
Yeah, you can stack shit like that. It's crazy.
Was it Katie?
No.
Was it her? She did that? They had to pay her?
No, she definitely wasn't.
She has that vibe. Like, she could walk in there and be like, oh, I got a
vibe
fucking
that she's
coupon.
in your.
I've got the coupon
she's
right now.
Somewhere within your vision.
You pay me.
Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I can see her.
The landlady walks in, she owns everything. She isn't accused.
She can hear you, James.
She hears everything.
That's what I'm saying. She owns everything. She's not using.
He can't hear you.
Landlady is classy.
Landlady's coming in.
What is that, landlady? Oh, you said James is. Oh no, don't say that to him. That
I'll
would
get on the
break-
after show.
That would,
shirt.
that would break his spirits if you talk about his clothing.
Don't talk about his shirt.
Yeah.
It's
Whatever
the
you do.
done deal.
I once made the mistake of commenting on his shirt. He did not come on the show for a year and a half.
Yeah, it's
Year and a half at least.
At least it was.
At least. And to this
Oh,
day.
we've got Studio 54. We've got all this.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Merch.
merch.
James, have you, out of all the business you and Adam have done over the years, you can't
He's wearing one right now. What are you talking about?
get in and buy the jacket and join his cult?
Really? You want to go to my closet and see how many fucking jackets I have, Dave?
No. I want you to see. I want to see the Adam Dunn show
I've been
jacket.
doing jacket cults for a long time, Dave. My jacket,
Oh wait, he has. He's into the past 6 cults.
My jacket cult goes
Way
for
back.
20 plus years.
But does this jacket have a secret pocket? Because it doesn't have a secret pocket. It's not a true.
It does not have a secret pocket.
I'd have to
That's
get them
not true.
shipped to
Jacket,
me
sorry.
before I'd have to do it. Take a lot of work.
Just saying. Every Adam and John deck.
It is my favorite.
Oh, you are
part.
Beanie, and you are an AI, and you are fun
Yeah.
right now.
Fuck,
As we-
James.
Most of them have 2 pockets. If I'm correct.
Anyway, go to the Adam Dunn show. Check out the merch.
James, the real question we want to know is: are you coming to Colorado anytime soon?
Has it been a while? It's been a while.
Well, I do let you know. It has been a while. I was thinking about doing the Duke Gross Cup thing, but
Oh, come on! I was going to ask
We're
if you were
going to be
coming to
set up.
Vegas, but
We
know
got
the
you.
answer.
Come on through. We can come hang out.
I was at Vegas. I was just in Vegas in March for Anamaya, but the Dead's back there now. I see.
Yeah, why don't you come
Reclaimed the
to
sphere.
Dude Grows? That would be, you can probably
Maybe.
you
Somebody
can sell
see you guys
seeds
too.
through Adam's booth now instead
Yeah,
of
I'll
it being
take
the
a-
other way
I'll take a
around.
cut. I'll take a deep cut.
Nice. I can be the backpack kid.
Yeah.
No. Wait, do you have a Red Rider wagon that you can get your hands
got a
on?
backpack and everything. Fuck it.
Yeah, there you go.
We got a flashy LED
Done.
sign. This is buy seeds here.
Seeds here now. Seeds here now.
You don't have a booth, sir.
No, you
So
you should come through.
It's kind of
Come
not
on
how they roll
down.
it.
Kyle's going to be
Dude
doing the
Grows.
second day. There's 2 days. There's a hash day on the second day. So Saturday,
after
flowers.
the Dude Gross thing, you guys are going. You're going to that.
Yes, sir. And like I said, Kyle from Tropicana is going to be setting up. The second day, he's doing the hash event. They were like, oh, wow, you think people would go for hash? It's like, of course.
Hold on. We'll get back to you on that.
They're already here.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's do 2 days instead of 1. Stretch that.
No,
shit
it's
out.
smart. It's smart for them to do
Definitely
that.
happen. Because all my friends will be there, and it's been a while since I've seen all my friends.
There you go. There's a reason.
Your human friends or the AI ones?
AI ones are with me all the time, Dave.
Lots of AI. friends.
Do you listen to the Howard Stern show at all?
No, nobody does.
Nobody does. You're out of your fucking mind.
Nobody
around here.
Unless
They're
you're
all Joe
forced
Rogan
to.
now.
Let me do a survey.
50
Have you seen
million
the Joe Rogan
subscribers.
babies? The
Yeah,
comedy
but they're
babies?
all
So
fake.
funny.
They're all bots.
Are you crazy?
They're all cars,
they're all
rent-a-cars.
paid
It's all
ads.
rent-a-cars that people are.
We don't listen to them.
No.
It's all Joe
No.
Rogan.
They
Nobody there.
Zero.
Not a single person there.
Zero.
0%.
He sent one of his reporters to where the true home of what will revolutionize AI. What do you think? What was the internet supposed to be for, and then what was it used for?
Porn.
Yeah. So they're making an AI sex robot now.
Oh yeah, AI porn that's going to save so many young females from having to be sex trafficked.
Oh,
But now
really?
you have AI porn, so you don't have to do those kind of nasty.
Yeah, but what
things.
happens when they give they're going to be like, well, they have rights now because that's
Not the AI porn agents. They don't have any rights. They work.
No, they will have
porn
rights.
robots.
They'll sue.
Porn robots
Oh,
are
no,
taking.
no.
Yeah.
Unplug them.
They'll take half. They'll take half of your
Unplug
money.
'em. Put all my.
They'll be like
OnlyFans in 'em.
programmed. I will take half. I will take half.
That's an old Eddie Murphy joke, right?
I know. It's an old. Yes, it's an old.
I bet it's going to put.
Eddie.
They're worried, huh? OnlyFans is probably worried. It's going to take all their business. Not that I've seen
OnlyFans
it or anything,
probably
but-
worried.
No, you've never. Not that I've ever watched it or heard of it.
No, I've never heard it. I haven't been on the website aiporn.com or anything like that. But, it could possibly take their jobs.
What comedian just said that we're going to get to a point in the United States where 1 in 4 women have a OnlyFans account?
It's 1 in 12 right now.
Oh my God!
It's 1 in 12 between 18 and 24.
What does that say about the male,
stats.
the male of
I
the
know
species?
all the stats.
That it says everything you need to know about men.
Men,
Yeah.
man, they're stupid, and they pay a lot
Yep.
of money for dumb chicks who come around and
Stupid,
make $40 million in a year,
No,
showing,
they're not
their,
even real.
showing their
They're-
butthole.
Yeah.
That's it. You just gotta
Actually,
show-
according to Howard, the
all you have to
person
do
who
is show
makes the most money on OnlyFans is a guy.
Is there a
Pretending to be a
doctor
girl.
in the
No,
house?
he's a guy because I don't know how to.
butthole.
No,
A lot of buttholes.
his no. You can try to look him up.
I'm not
his
looking up- I'm
his
looking up anyone.
his name on OnlyFans is Girthmaster,
Oh well, yeah, he sounds
and I'm pretty sure it's something like that.
great.
That's it.
So you're
But he
not-
makes $80,000 a month,
There you go, Girthmaster. There's your tip of the day. from
80,000.
Dave.
or it's millions per month. It's crazy.
Dave, not the Girthmaster.
No,
Yeah. So,
average
but it's in
man.
the same sentence for once. There you go.
Average.
There you go.
Vincenzo,
was a
make
hot
James
mess.
go away.
Yeah. So if you want to speak about hot messes, come over to Patreon. Come hang out with us over there. Dave's going to be leaving this time, so you get your money's worth. For
There you
real.
go. You get your $1.05.
I'm getting complaints. They were like, there was too much Dave. I was like paying for the not.
You
Dave.
understand there are 8 subscribers.
Yeah, they're the big dollar ones.
6 of them have wrenches.
Big money.
Big money.
Big money.
I think he bounced.
Well, this could be the thing. What? He left? He's
Yeah.
James.
James.
He
He'll
just-
come back.
Where's
he
his
just
shirt?
swooped.
Took his
Patreon.
shirt and left.
Yep,
I
he
can't say
swooped.
nothing about a shirt because it had my logo on it. So it's like actually, for once he was.
I found that shirt that
He went click, click,
that they
boom.
gave me in Spain.
Who's they?
Oh, how did I do
THCs.
that?
Wow. Is it too small?
Fuck.
No, I don't think so.
Usually, what? You don't know how you did it?
No.
And on that note, come on down to
There it
Patreon
is.
Town.
$1.05.
$1.05 will get you an extra hour. Hang out with the landlady. Get to come on the show if you want
The
to.
most important thing about Patreon is you can watch the progress of the garden.
Yeah.
Okay, it is worth a lot more than $1.05.
The Garden of Eden.
There you go, and you can hear the bird songs.
You can hear the bird songs.
Thank you, Rob Barraco, for joining us tonight. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Mark
Thanks,
Scaldone,
Wally.
for making him feel really old.
Coming in from Stockholm, we thank you, Wally, again for Mary and I. Check it out when we'll have a screening coming up soon, so all you guys can know what the hell's going on. And
Yeah.
of course, James Bean, man on the scene.
Thank you, Vinny, for covering
and
for Mark.
OMG Events out in New York.
Oh, yeah, don't forget them.
Cush and Sour.
Oh, wait, we can go back to them. They're still in traffic.
Oh,
they're not there
They're
yet.
definitely stuck in traffic still.
Yeah, definitely not.
Astra Club, obviously, where they're going to. They're going to go meet up with DNA and with everybody. It's so funny.
Yay.
First time in New York.
Wonderful.
Tell them. Big buildings.
Big buildings. Don't look up.
Big, beautiful buildings.
Don't look up. How about that? He eats at Amore. Small world.
Amore. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that was good.
Vinny's plugging in the bass.
Here we go, guys. Next week, we still won't have Mark, so
no,
I'm not sure how it's going to go down, but it should be okay.
But we have
Vinny's
big
got it under
guests
control.
coming up soon. In June, we're going to have Vince Gadlebeck, founder of Meow Wolf, along with a buddy of his who is doing something in the canna industry here in Colorado. And you never know, we might get somebody from Maps again to come on because Kevin had a great time with us.
Nice. And then I think, it's also Big Birthday Month, so, the shit's going down.
There we go. Thank you, Vinny.
Peace out, everybody. See you next week. Peace out to my beautiful wife and PDX doing his initiation to
Energy Vortex.
to manlyhood. Yeah. Energy transfer.
This is like
to my institute.
a neo-hippie's bar mitzvah?
Pretty much, yeah. You got it. You got
It's
it.
an energy mitzvah.
Exactly.
Oh, I got to write him a check?
For sure. Large. Many zeros.
I didn't get the invitation, the printed, raised, embossed invitation that cost a whole lot of money and guilted people into giving money to your kid.
Guilt. It's your specialty. All right, peace out, guys. See you next week.